Yeah. It's better than the way World and Wilds handles it.
It is admittedly better.
I love not having
Wilds...
a keyboard attachment and then having to insert like a 12 number string. I'm spoiled by my ability to have a keyboard.
I like the concept of being able to ride around and, you know, just start shit, but it's like the fact that you have to do so much to get there is like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go on my fucking 20-minute diatribe about how you use in-game character models for your cutscenes anyway, so why can't the party members just be your friends?
Yeah, you've done that already.
Gestures towards Final Fantasy, what's it called? The Praetorium.
Oh,
just
yeah.
guys in the background.
Just dudes hanging out, being dudes.
I love whenever I load into that, and it's just like, sick, cool. I've loaded in, and I am the only man amongst an entire party of Aura women. And I'm just standing there like, they're so small. Like, everyone is like 4'11", and then my character walks up in the background of the cutscene. It's just like, he's so huge, man.
Oh.
I've received a friend request from Misty.
I don't know what it is about
I think
the O-Raw. I think, aren't they like O-Raw like significantly anyway. Less tall than a lot of the other
the females
races?
are very short, the males are very tall.
Okay, they really did just say size difference.
I want a... probably
I don't think there's anything wrong with sexual dimorphism in your races like that, but I know that there are some people that are like, I want my Aura woman to be like 7 feet tall, and I'm like, you chose to play the tiny lizard. I don't know what to tell you.
I want a larger woman model that isn't so slim.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why the first thing that I did when I played WoW again for the first time was make a fucking moose guy after I unlocked them and make a Kultiran.
Yeah.
So like, it's like I I played WoW enough to unlock 2 unlockable races and then just went sick. That's great. Never gonna touch those base models.
Ooh. you played WoW that much? I definitely remember whenever the alt races came out, and I wanted to get the one for the orc because I was interested in playing a hunter at the time. I was like, okay, sure, I'll just log into my demon hunter, which is, you know, the only class that I will ever bother to play in World of Warcraft because that is the only one that has like movement options on it. I tried to get through the point of the video game to where I could unlock it, and I finally realized that, oh, you have to beat the game and then beat all the in-game stuff and then beat it like 2 more times.
Oh, you don't need to beat that much to unlock stuff now. It's super fast. It's literally like just go do a couple of missions and then get to a certain level and talk to this guy at this embassy, and congratulations, you've unlocked it.
Yeah, they changed it dramatically.
It was, and as a result, I now have a fat, bald, you know, scarred-faced man dressed up in furs because he's a fucking druid or whatever the fuck it is. I forget what it's called. And then I have a big fucking moose guy because I'm Canadian. I did make a female demon hunter solely because I realized you could have eye wraps, and I'm like Kreia from KOTOR 2.
Mira Luca.
I have never worlded a Warcraft.
It's fine. It's worse now in some regards, but it's also better.
Once the sexual allegation stuff came out, I deleted that account. I made a new account, and now I'm back to having like a bunch of level 6, 60, 70, whatever the camp is.
I'm of the opinion that I would never delete an account. I would simply stop interacting with the media, and I left WoW for like a solid like almost 20 years.
Yeah,
it's crazy that you can say almost 20 years and it still be kind of like, wait, is it like lowball? Because WoW has just been around for that long.
Yeah, no, like I was in there when WoW started. Burning Crusade started, and I asked my dad to get me Burning Crusade, and then the GameStop, which would be EB Games here at the time, fucking did not hold my pre-order. Like I pre-ordered it, my dad. Then fuck it, the was like, well, when we get here tonight, we're just gonna your copy.
Damn.
Can't type. Child.
Well, that sucks.
So we yeah, understand.
Okay, is my Discord acting up and everybody's becoming a robot for me, or is it like you know, like
a
mountain taking me?
Yep, everybody's having it happen.
I think I'm dying.
Nope, it's all of us apparently.
Oh, we're all dying. Let's go.
Everybody's roboting. Every single person is roboting.
We die together. Let's go, dude.
Discord is having a 2,000 millisecond ping.
Yeah. Now it's green again.
It's green. It's green.
Yeah,
okay.
It's green. It's a 69 millisecond ping. That's fine. I can work with that.
I got 36.
Okay,
got, like,
thank God.
20,
Discord's still alive
okay,
and active. That means we can be social.
Oh, 133.
Thank goodness, friendships are saved.
That's fine. That's fine. In the hundreds is fine. It's when it's in the thousands is a problem. What were we?
Yeah, it's the green. It was yellow before.
Oh, Yan Garuga. Okay. Yan Garuda.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna take some antidotes.
Speaking of which, I should probably fucking play 14 again at some point.
I have several classes that are level 100, but I still have not touched Dawn Trail because I have forced this self-inflicted streamer curse where I say, hey, you know what? I'm going to stick to my guns and say that I'm going to stream the entirety of New Game Plus Final Fantasy 14 so that I can actually live the story because I skipped through it the entire time and just like make up for all my sins. But I haven't
respect that decision.
but I haven't gotten around to playing Final Fantasy 14. I just hadn't done it.
Unironically, unironically might be a better experience than the default vanilla story experience, because you could go at a reasonable pace and your gear will still be good.
Yeah.
And you could
Yeah.
fly.
Well, I
You
mean,
won't have to worry about gear so much.
I think it's just the travel time that's gonna be cut down a lot, because all the leveling was just like removed, because you know you follow the main story quests and you get enough experience. I think there was only like one time that I had to grind with leave quests, but
if you're not on like a preferred world and you're not using a like 30% experience buff plus like food buff, you are not going to be outpacing that shit. I recently tested because I wanted to see if I could get through ARR really quickly and like just cut out the cutscenes, like skip everything since I've already seen them. It still took a while. And there are still sometimes you need to like grind up against stuff.
I think that only happens in ARR though. Pretty sure they fixed it in the other. Pretty sure it starts up in 11.
But I should,
like I've only found
Stormblood.
myself actually have to level things. Like in Dawn Trail, I only had to like stop the level stuff because I kept switching back and forth between jobs. Like if I just stuck to one, I would have not had to do anything.
Oops, wrong button.
Yeah.
All right, it's you.
Oh shit! Hey, I hit it.
I've also decided to nerf myself. I am not using my my higher ranked gear.
I was going to ask.
Reasonable.
Whoa, Jesus. Checking myself out. Gotta heal myself.
I did a couple of bosses on my own, but it was like all like first rank mission bullshit.
Oh, I got launched in, and I guess I'm the one mounting. All right, let's go.
In the pub or in the village?
I was just doing normal.
You all got stepped on. Lamau.
Okay. No, doing the village stuff will unlock more stuff for you to do.
I assume.
So you might want to do both. But...
I was just hunting monsters.
Yeah. You don't.
And then I went. Yeah, and then I went. I'm gonna wait to do this.
Apologies. I think I blasted the back.
Three times. Garuga scale. Garugamesh?
Gilgamesh?
Garugamesh.
No. Girugamesh. Yeah.
I understand the 20-year-old reference. I won't leave you hanging.
That was dated like when it became popular, and it's only become more dated.
That was its charm. Like everyone who
like that
did
guy
Garugamesh understood that it was just like cheesy.
Like the guy that says Garugamesh in that looks like a goth from like the 80s.
Love having a shield.
Oh
no.
Ohio Hunter.
Indeed.
Ohio Hunter has been hunted.
Ohio has fallen.
That's you know those movies like Olympus Has Fallen.
Yeah, Olympus Has Fallen.
That's gonna be the next
White House like attack movies within like a year.
Yeah, they both come up. Yeah, that's really.
It's like how there was Ants and A Bug's Life.
And Ants was better for some reason, even though Bug's Life is Pixar.
Desmond. I'm about like 30 things that I need to draw before I'm finished with the Pokédex entry. It'll probably be done by Wednesday. Welcome on in. Nice to see you.
What is the Pokédex entry?
It's Pokédex entry.
It's like viewer Pokédex stuff.
I know what. I mean, what is the?
I will not elaborate further. It is the Pokédex
entry.
entry.
That's under NDA.
Okay, until it's like entered.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can watch the live the live Pokédex entry on twitch.tv/Tilfin, home of one of the only Captain Falcon emotes on the platform. That can be yours now. Subscribe today for $5.99.
And I think that I'm probably the only person who has a Ghost Rider emote.
There's got to be some freaky Marvel vs. Capcom
There's some-
3 player out there.
There's some Marvel vs. Capcom guy out there for sure. Yeah.
Take that, you bitch.
Man, this thing's getting body.
Astro,
Take that, you bitch.
You-
Take that, you bitch.
I need to fucking
look what you've done to me.
sharpen.
Are you proud of yourself? You put this estrogen on me.
But
Be you happy? Okay, but are we like,
Take an E.
do we want like as huge as possible? Do we want like bonkers or like reasonable or like?
One of my favorite things about people taking estrogen is that they think that it's going to make you have huge boobs, and then they find out that genetics are still involved, and they just do not ever get breasts. And it's like, sucks to suck, but you were the person that was going to be flat-chested now. Like it wasn't in the cards.
Aren't there also like implants? Like you can just like
you can
donate
get implants,
tits?
of course. I don't know about donating. That's a new one.
Yeah, when the trans men get the top surgery, it's donated to a trans woman.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
like where else are you gonna
over
put
there.
them?
Just that like that
Can't let-
comic that's
can't let them
like
go to waste.
the comic that's like, where do you think you got X from? And then it's just like laying
Yeah.
next to them is a trans man without the boobs.
Yeah, I definitely saw that with Wario and Waluigi comic.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's where I initially got the idea of like, wait, hang on a minute, can you just like give boobs away? Is that something you can do? I need to ask my resident trans in my Discord.
Resident trans.
Yeah. I have a selection. I have a plethora with which to choose from.
Resident transgender 3.
I know Moog's trans.
So what did they say? Does
Apollo.
that work? Because I'm actually like curious if that's actually a thing you can do now. Because I
know too.
imagine like there would be issues, like with the surgery.
It's not something that I ever really like looked into. I just like saw
think
it like has
like most
as a
things
joke,
with-
and I thought, huh, this is probably
Like
real.
most medical things, you probably have to be a donor match, which means like like blood types have to match, blah 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 blah. But I don't understand why like you wouldn't be able to.
I guess like you could just be like, donate fat tissue.
Yeah, like as long as it's a donor, like as long as it's a match, you probably would be fine. In my personal opinion.
If my femboys
And
are gonna have
non-medical-
boobs, I'd like them to be not huge, but not small, just kind of modest.
I mean, these are separate entities.
Give
Yeah,
me
but
back
I want
problems.
everyone to have gigantic tits.
Absolutely, shake my hand, sister.
I want everyone to have massive knockers.
I
want them to
be
hurt. I want them to hurt their back. I want their back to be hurting. I want them, if they walk too far, they have to press their hand, like their lower back, for extra support. I want them to not be able to sleep on their back or else they'll suffocate. Give me abnormally big titties.
I will
Give
say
me-
Rachel's going on this rant, but at the same time, like, anytime, you know, that we are together and I lift the boobs, she just goes, oh, my back, because she's glad to not have to wait.
Boobs suck, but like they're fun to look
They're
at.
bags of wet sand just hanging off your body.
Boobs are great to look at.
Real.
That will never leave my brain of how Matt from the Super Best Friends described them, where he just called them bags of wet sand. And that's
I mean,
all I say.
where's the lie though?
You have that issue already.
The back issues.
Thank you for your service, Kira. Your back problems are greatly appreciated. For the ongoing aesthetics and for the ogling of the community at large, appreciated. 07.
As someone whose boobs are so large, I often lose my phone and my cleavage, and I don't feel it.
It's like
I
a
get it.
real, genuine issue. Like, we will be... sitting
Whenever
in a
I'm like,
call-
oh, I've lost my phone, Misty will be like, check your boobs, and then I lift a titty up. I'm like, oh yeah, there it is.
every time you say you've lost your phone, I'm like, check your boobs.
Like, this is not a issue that men share with their testicles.
No, we just have like
Ball
normal ass gigantic
Ball-having
pockets.
people do not know this.
We just lose
just
stuff in
play
our
with my boobs
massive
every once
mega
in a while.
pockets.
Our 1990s gigantic Jinko jeans.
Absolutely.
I just lose my phone the ADHD way, which is like just put it down somewhere and then completely forget where I put it down and spend like 10 minutes trying to find it. And there's not that many places I could put it down.
What happens to me is I lay on my bed where there's like many a blanket and many a pillow, and it's like, okay, well, it's not in the blankets. Where the fuck else could it be? And then somehow it has snaked its way underneath my boob. It's like, oh, there it is. Like, I can hide. When I went to the movie theaters once with friends, I was able to hide like a 2-liter under my titty, and you couldn't tell.
Damn. I was actually about to ask, like, can you also use like the underboob as additional auxiliary storage? No, I guess I have that answer.
Yeah, I hide shit under there all the time. Yeah. It's a talent.
My boobs aren't big enough to do that, but I do play with them every once in a while because it's fun to touch them.
They're fun. Boobs are great. I know so many, like, gay men that are like, we like the titty. Titties are fun. Titties look cool. The moment you get to the vagina, that's where we're, like, turned off.
That's kind of me.
Anyone can have boobs, but also like
Yeah, sometimes
Boobs are
I look
great.
at artwork
I
of,
like it when...
large man chest. I'm like, huh, that's suspiciously woman breast shape.
Yeah, I love
me
it when,
I
like, a
see
fat
yaoi
guy...
artists.
I love it when a fat man has boobs. Just because they're, like, overweight. I'm like, those are cute. Fuck the move.
One of the
boobs.
weirdest. I was gonna say one of the weirdest kink things that I ever see is when people like tag boobs.
I love man boobs. They're great. Not as squishy as female boob, but like, you know, same cake, different slice.
This isn't
Okay, if somebody's been known to store pizza under their man boobs, like they got issues, man.
Nah, get out.
That's just too dirty. Like
Y'all belong in the Aspen Gold kitchen. Get out.
dude, I love the photo that he took of his sink with the spider in it.
I have thankfully only seen like one image of his room, and I think that was in a like a Neuro-sama clip where Neuro roasted his ass. But
the fucking not real AI. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy, man. That sucks when the robots start making fun of you.
I think I have this thing where it's like anyone that like stores food intentionally within their tit, because I'm absolutely certain that there's like some like popcorn kernels just like laying there since the dawn of time. But like if you're intentionally storing like pizza slices and pepperoni in there, it's like, damn.
I only hide food in my boobs if I'm trying to sneak into a movie theater.
Which has been like at least a decade plus.
Or if I'm doing chores around the house, I'll put my water bottle between my cleavage and have the straw poking up so my hands are free and I can occasionally sip out water.
Okay.
Fucking boobs were used to bully me at one time, quote unquote, because back when I was in high school, my ex would take my things and then put them down her shirt before we were dating. And then I was like, I can't get
That's
that.
just flirting.
Well, that's the thing is,
I
it's
can't tell.
flirting.
Is she like
but
is she flirting or is she just being Canadian?
well, it's like it's obviously flirting, but it's also like I can't do anything about it because I could be like viewed very poorly for this.
Yeah.
Like I can't go in there. I can't go.
It's
after
always a
it.
way of the flirt, right? Like anytime that women flirt, it's like anytime that a guy would like interpret it as a flirt and then act on it, it's like, huh. This is almost like 90% chances this is actually just a sting operation in order to get us to go to fucking prison.
That never happened with Rachel and I, admittedly. One day we just started flirting with each other and just kept doing it. And I think like it got
Yeah,
to
and
the
then
point
everyone
where,
was like, please just fuck already.
yeah, it got to the point where like Nick was like, shut the fuck up. Like Because, like, I remember the day that I told Nick, I was like, oh yeah, Rachel and I are dating now, and he was just like, fucking finally, holy shit.
Yeah, I was like,
By the way-
okay, tell us how you really feel. What's up, Misty?
This is a capture quest. We don't.
Oh,
kill the
no,
thing.
we're doing the capture. Gotcha.
I will
we
have
can't
the
kill it.
gambling set up after this run.
I do not have the
Like after
items
this
for the
one.
capture.
I have capture items. I brought a
Good.
bunch.
We
There
tried
should
to
be
do a
free
capture, and we were just
items
too
in the,
bloodthirsty.
I don't know
Yeah,
where
I
it
just
is.
I didn't realize.
Okay. Which reminds me that I should have to have the thing that allows me to gamble up. And you didn't see me how I didn't have that pulled up.
Oh, come on now.
Rambling.
Hey Horo, welcome on in. Nice to see you.
Hi, Horo.
Nargi was just here in 6. He just flew off with his gigantic, powerful Hulk legs
Okay.
off to 5.
Yeah, I saw that shadow.
We were just in 5. God damn it.
Yup.
It's the nature of things, you know?
It is
Speaking
what it
of-
is.
Speaking of fishing, I was going through my pictures that I have saved, and one of my pictures was me fishing in Nier Automata, and it was literally me saying, as much as I hate fishing in video games, I was fishing in Nier. This is not a fish, and then it was just me holding a piece of trash, and then the next photo was me going, this is also not a fish, and it was like a pod that I had fished out. And I'm like, why do I have this saved, man?
I occasionally want to go back and play Nier Automata, because I think Misty bought it for me, and I haven't finished it. I only played it for a short while.
I probably did buy it for you. I buy people games all the time.
It was either
Because
that
I think
or
it was on
Replicant.
sale.
Yeah,
It was on
probably.
sale. Oh, it was Replicant. It wasn't Nier Automata, because I was
But Nier
playing Nier
Automata goes on
Automata,
sale like all the time.
and
You guys
I was like,
both
oh,
Replicant too.
I love Replicant. I have the soundtrack on my phone.
Here's
It's
my
what I listen to when I
extremely
play
hot
it.
take. Nier was a mediocre. Oh, I'm on. A mediocre fucking game for the most part, except for the story. But in order to get like the full breadth of the story, you have to play it like
through it
800
18
times, and you need to get every single weapon and like etc. etc. Like you have to upgrade everything to max. It's a huge pain in the ass. And on the Xbox 360, wow, was that game not good, because that combat was fucking ass. I will, however, for the rest of my life, argue that we should have gotten dog ugly old man Nier again instead of pretty boy Nier, but whatever.
No.
But like, I think that game was pretty meh for the most part, aside from the story. But then they made it good. When they re-released it, they were just like, you know what? What if it actually didn't play like shit?
What if we just fix shit?
What if we made the game not horrible to play? Because I remember playing Nier as a teenager and being like, this is compelling and I will finish it. But like, what the fuck? And then I didn't know about all the extra endings and stuff, so I thought I just got unending. And somebody explained it to me, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, I've already taken it back. Like, and I'm not gonna go buy it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm also like not a fan in the slightest at all of like the first 4 endings in Nier Automata, where it's just like you play through the beginning of the game like 3 times.
Doesn't Automata eventually become a shmup?
No, Automata starts as a shmup.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's got shmup and
And
shmup.
that
like,
actually fucked me
propane
because of
elements
pasta one time.
Come up.
in it. Shoot 'em up.
Like a shoot 'em up, yeah.
Toho,
Archetype and that stuff.
Zivus, Star
Gradius.
Fox.
Have you ever played the Lost Vikings minigame in StarCraft 2?
No.
Her? No.
Oh, that's I don't know. That's
But
I don't know if I can think
I
of.
think about that a lot, where I was playing Nier Automata and I had like optimized my build really crazy for combat, where I was like phase skipping parts of the final boss.
Yeah.
And then like Pasta was like, yeah, you should probably just turn the difficulty up. And then I turned the difficulty up, and then when the game went to the next phase, it didn't let me change my chipset out. So it was on hard on the shoot 'em up section with my combat chipset, not my shmup chipset.
I remember
And I
you
got
claiming
fucking
that.
locked in on that, and I'm like, God damn it, man.
I remember that.
I did not know that you could have different chipsets. Like,
Yep.
I did not know that there was chipsets for the shoot 'em up portions.
Yep.
So I definitely played on like hard difficulty with just the taunt build.
It was.
Nier
it was
Automata is a
very-
delightful game.
It
Nier in
is
general
peak,
is a delightful
is
game.
peak Yoko Taro because it is exceptionally funny.
I hate that I learned all like the fucking I can sing the songs because I learned the weird fucked up language.
The chaos language, yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
I think my only like real take with Nier Replicant was that I
back.
despise how
Hey, Shepard.
if you don't play the game with auto combos, you just don't see like 50% of them, or like actually 80% of the movesets that are in the game.
That's true.
Yeah.
I was
There was
pissed.
a lot of people's
I was
complaints apparently.
livid whenever I saw like a PC gamer article. It's like, hey, yeah, you know what? Actually, the game plays better whenever you just like hold the X button and you just like go through all the combat. It's like you want to read a book, you want to watch a movie, you do not want to play a video game.
I will say, like, I am also just naturally bad at doing a lot of like long string combos. It's one of the reasons I'm so terrible at fighting games.
Oh, by the way, Noi, speaking of video games, this one in particular, when you mount them, do you know what to do?
I just hammer the button.
Yeah, but sometimes you shouldn't.
Yeah,
the
when it's
face
red.
is- yeah, you just hold R.
Whoa.
Hold R and it'll turn orange and you'll get more time on it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure you knew, because I saw you doing it badly.
Yeah, doing it badly is the appropriate term. That's me playing a lot of video games.
But did he go down?
There's a couple that I do very well.
Doing it badly.
It's probably not something Rachel is aware of.
What?
Noi doing it badly.
No.
No, he
there's-
does it pretty good every time.
There's time. No, there's times. It can be half-assed.
Okay. Wait.
Like
Okay,
this.
we need to follow
Right
it
now.
and capture it.
It
Is
needs to be
he like
half-assed.
capturable now?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's limping. He's capturable.
Oh, I did not know that he was limping.
They just started limping, like just now.
He lump and
okay.
limp. I have plenty of capture mats.
I can say, unlike many women who complain about their partners, I never had that experience.
Oh, good on you, Noid.
Of
Hell yeah.
a
Listen,
mediocre
all
time.
it takes is being slightly aware of your partner's interests. Like,
Congratulations, you've met the bar. The bar is low enough. It's
literally-
in hell. Let's
Literally,
go.
what I always say is like the bar is just at the ground. Like,
The bar for the standard for men is in the floor. Let's go, dude. It's so far down that Lucifer is saying hi. How's it going?
him and I just, give a little wave at each other now and then.
Yeah, people who say it's hard to please women, I'm like, it's not.
I do wonder sometimes if it's like, if it's just communication issues, or if it's like that person has an issue, like your fucking roommate.
I don't
Like where it's
know.
like a physiological problem that's actually the issue.
I don't know, man.
Alright, now that we have captured a Narga Kuga.
We can get the ninja gear.
I'm doing all right.
It's like you can.
How
Oh,
are you,
could-
Shepard? You,
It's
I
time.
got a trinket?
Shit.
All
It's,
right, cool.
It's time.
You can.
It is time. It is time to gamble.
No, it doesn't do
Y'all,
much.
y'all,
It's
y'all
like a
know what it's
frenzy
going. Y'all know what's
Yeah.
going on. Y'all know what it's
We've
about.
both counted that for a while.
Time to take your bets. Take your bets. Start a prediction.
How's
Choose your
I'll never
creature.
get
You
the
got
people
1
that just
minute
don't-
to lock
That
in.
just don't ask their partner questions.
Do
I
we
mean,
go
there's
with a
times where
Bob-omb?
like you'll tell me something and I'll be like, we've known each other for this long. and I
Do we
didn't
go
know
with
that.
Boo? Do we go with Thwomp, or do we go with Whomp? We got our gambling set up and running. Let's
That's what
go,
I'm
dude.
saying, but like you'll always learn something new about your partner. Like if it comes to fucking, I feel like that's an important thing. For
Oh yeah,
partners.
I forget that my estrogen buff is only available for like 5
I'm
minutes.
a phone believer in like, hey, first date.
I think I might lower it actually. I don't know. So do I really need boobs for that long? Do I really need to have like fat hanging honkers for that long?
Wanting to start a relationship with you if I don't think you can like insert weird obscure kink here. Right? Like, that should be, like, first, second, third date material. Like, hey, this freaking steak is
I'm trying to go through like my Blue Sky account to repost the
being suspended from the ceiling upside down.
the clip. Now I'm just like scrolling through bunny girls. Oh, there it is.
Right,
All
and
right.
then you're like, you can't go.
There's the clip. There you go. Repost that shit. Alrighty. We got our favorite one, Thwomp. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see how he goes. Let's see what's up. We got all four lined up at the races. They're ready. They're ripping and ready. And they're off. Thwomp at a slow start. Boo cheating and teleporting. Thwomp falling down to the man of the people. Bob-omb going steady. Boo is cheating. Boo is cheating and teleporting. And thus he wins. Let's go, dude. For all those who have won, congratulations. You can put another child through college. For those who did not, next time is your time.
So you don't hear anything.
Guaranteed.
All years.
Fucking just to drown out any sort of like weird body noises.
All right, I was lost in the gambling dimension. What's going on? What's happening?
I was talking about how
Mormon sex.
what if you were intimate with somebody, but like they were like, I don't want to hear the body sounds even. Like no body smacking, no wet noises. Turn on the white noise producer.
Fair enough. I mean, I could probably go for that.
I mean, it's not that hard for dudes to get off, right?
Absolutely not.
Depends. It can be. It's not an issue that I have currently, but in the past there were times where I'd be like, dude, I'm like 60 minutes in, I'm just kind of bored.
Am I horny or am I just bored?
Sometimes that happens.
It's like, do I jack it because it's like habit, because I'm bored, or because I'm horny? I can't tell.
I mean, that's how people also like overeat.
Yeah.
Most of the time, that's how I overeat, but I'm usually horny when I start checking. Sometimes
I thought that you were gonna say, but I'm usually horny.
Yeah, just
I'm usually horny when I
Oh,
overeat.
I didn't know we were waiting. You were waiting for me.
That's fine.
I didn't know that a quest had been made. I was just...
Yeah, I usually am horny when I start jacking it off, but I just sometimes it takes
I
so long,
imagine that
can't-
most people usually are. Yeah.
No, sometimes you're
takes
just bored.
too long and I get bored, and then it's like, all right, I'm done, and I don't finish.
I love how much, like, as a complete non-sequitur, I love how much Paz's character just looks like a dot hack character.
Yeah,
Like, every time I see them.
I'm handing you the rope to
need
lynch
to
me
make
to
a
a
dot
tree.
hack MMO. I will
But I've,
scream about this every time.
I've never dot hacked in my life.
I just want a game that looks like that. It's like Phantasy Star original aesthetic. Like,
Yo.
Like, I would like Phantasy Star Online aesthetic again, please. Thank you.
Yeah, not whatever New Genesis and PSO2 Online had going for it with like every single one of its crossovers and character cosmetic options.
Did you see like the fucking deviant art inflation characters that people would make in fucking New Genesis and etc.?
Yeah. I
used to
definitely
follow a
remember
person whose
the
main
accessory
that they
with
would
like the
use.
gigantic breasts, like you can put on me with if you like put up the estrogen toggle on my stream, but like you could have like 6 of them on your character.
Yeah, I remember they used that and they made their character as fat and big as possible, and then they just gave them a tiny head, and I'm like, this is DeviantArt shit, man. Like, this is crazy. I just want to be a big robot man. Like,
I actually did take a
robot man that can
screenshot
use magic.
of somebody while I was playing Phantasy Star Online 2, and like I took a screenshot of them because they just looked like they existed in the world. Like they looked like they belonged
Just
in
a normal
Phantasy Star
guy.
Online 2. Like they looked like they took place in like the cyber universe and not like whatever the fuck it is that you have with the cosmetic options.
The cyber universe. Yeah, that game got crazy with its cosmetics in a way that I didn't particularly like.
I'm buying Psycho Serum next
Oh,
time.
I found a Rathian. Wait, are we
no.
finding Rathian?
Yes, we're fighting Rathian.
Okay, alright. Found her.
Well,
Nice.
nice.
Fighting Raytheon.
Fighting Raytheon. Fighting Northern Drummond or whatever.
I love the aesthetic of PSO1. It's just every like few months I'll boot it up and get to like level 100 and it's like that was fun.
I always consider downloading one of the private servers again. Do you know that you can still run it off of like the original console?
I did not know that.
Yeah, there's a person who's maintained like a server. So there is a private server for the game on console. It's a whole fucked up process that you have to install, but like, you could do it.
Oh, wrong button.
No, please.
I can only play PSO2 online. Because PSO2 online has the, wait, PSO2 on... PSO2, just like normal PSO2. PSO2 has like the hero class. And I just really like the movement in PSO2.
I just want to play the original, which had like no movement.
Yeah, it was very, very basic in movement.
I do like that they eventually were like, yeah, cast can be magic users. And I'm like, yes, it should be. Let me be a Gundam that has a fucking staff.
I kind of like it when it was you can't use magic with your robot, but you can see traps.
And I kind of liked it whenever your starting race really affected your like skills and attributes and whatnot.
I'm always so torn on that because like sometimes I think that my opinion of it generally becomes I want it to affect your early game, but not necessarily your late game.
Like I wanted to have
opinion too.
consequences. I want player choices to matter in any way, shape, and form. And a large part of that is just like
for you.
how it is that you can customize your character. Like the choices of the character that you create.
Do I have a WoW expansion for you?
Is it vanilla?
No, Shadowlands.
I was gonna say it's fucking Shadowlands.
But, I don't know. I had a way to explain it in my brain, and then I got tapered off.
Work tomorrow. Have a good night. And have a good day. Hopefully work good.
Yeah, enjoy yourself, Andrew.
Oh, I was going to ask Shepard how he is, because he said he was working himself to the bone this Easter.
He had a rough day, yeah. Also, like, here's my weird hot take. I know Shadowlands sucked. Especially because it did cause the WoW exodus, right?
Yeah.
But, like, god damn it, I am just getting poisoned left and right. But, like, I think that, like, Shadowlands' core conceits of what it is maybe one of the coolest things WoW actually did in a while. But, like, nobody gives a shit about that. Because they're all just like, I want to play my fucking button clicker where I do mythic. They're all here for their various different combat roles. Nobody cares about how cool it is when the sky fucking explodes. Like,
No, it was cool. It's just
everything
they made-
that came afterwards, yeah.
Yeah, death doesn't have any meaning anymore.
Which
And
is
also
why
they
we should have
fucking-
EXP loss on death in Final Fantasy 14.
No. I'm good.
No.
Thank
you
you.
go back to 11.
You know what they need to bring back from Final Fantasy 11 though? They need to bring back the Mog House. Everybody gets one instanced house. It is one room like an apartment, and then you can upgrade it to a second floor like a normal house. But it's just somewhere out of the way, and like that's it. Just give everybody one house. Because that Mog House thing is incredible. The fact that in 11 of all things, you know, just gave that. Ah. Oh no, I opened up a menu by accident by clawing.
ZR.
Yeah.
Something with you. And I really wish it didn't.
Also, hey Neo. Nice to see you.
That muscle memory from purple is sticking in.
But I'm not actually against EXP loss. I think that it's fine. I just don't want it in 14.
I have a take that is I would be okay with it so long as once you get to level cap, it doesn't happen anymore.
No, level cap is whenever it should happen the most. Because at level cap, what you're doing is like you're constantly running raids and stuff. So you're like running up against strangers, and you like need to actually have friends. You need to actually make friends that you're okay with raiding, as opposed to just like GG go next with randoms.
Can you imagine
like
how toxic
you go in,
the
you
raid
fail
community
once.
would become, man? Like
whenever Overwatch was becoming a thing, whenever it was still in development, whenever they didn't have competitive on launch, and whenever they wanted to add in competitive, they wanted to make it to where you couldn't solo queue. You had to have like a full stick,
yeah,
a full stick stack.
Boy, do I have a game mode for you in World of Warcraft.
So like, make friends before you go in and raid.
So this is just Mythic Plus.
It is a friend maker.
And people in fucking Mythic are insane, crazy people.
Yeah, and they also kind of wrong most of the time.
I also
Dude,
just
I love
like
listening to the nightmare posts about people playing Mythic.
I would love to have like actual Mythic dungeons in Final Fantasy 14 because I don't like doing the raids in 14 because it's like 8 people to disappoint at the same time. But with a Mythic raid, it's like same tier of difficulty, like things that I actually have to fucking pay attention to and lock in and like actually like do stuff, which is why I want EXP loss in the video game so that I'm like actually forced to pay attention. And
I don't want it
like,
because
be committed
I
to
will
a
be
video
the guy
game.
that makes everybody else lose their EXP.
I have watched Noy raid. He's
We're all
a little
right.
too greedy on his black mage.
Shoot gun, man. Like, that's all you need to do. Why move?
I got interrupted, so I
It
forgot what it was
fucked
that I
me
was
up
going to say.
so bad. I went on my walk.
Oh
Oh, you okay?
I like can't put weight on. Can't put weight on it. There was a fallen tree, and I climbed over it to continue down the path, and then I slipped in mud.
Oh no.
And I'm like, oh, I'll be fine, and then my body's like, bitch, you're 30, you're not fine.
no. I mean, you'll probably be fine, but you should take it easy.
I did go get
Eaten in
potatoes.
like a day? Why?
He hates food. He hates eating. He hates consumption. He hates taking care of himself. He hates acknowledging that he has metabolic processing. He hates existing, which honestly, fair enough.
I'm gonna get some dough and make pierogies next time I'm at the store. Or at least the stuff to make dough.
Yeah. They're a pain in the ass to make, but they're good.
Yeah, so if you're gonna make pierogies, you might as well
Too busy
just make
to
a fuck
drink
ton.
water?
Yeah, that's the other thing, is
Me!
if you are making them, just make a lot, you can freeze them for a while.
Yeah. I've never had pierogies, and I want to make them because they look so goddamn good.
Yeah, they're great.
I don't know if I carved the tail, but I can't find it, so fuck it.
Oh, it was like on the other side of this area, like near the waterfall.
Ah, fuck it. We're already done.
Yeah.
I like pierogies.
I don't think I've had a pierogi.
I'm probably gonna do.
It's
potato,
just gyoza.
cheese,
I don't think I have either.
potato, cheese, and probably ham.
Bacon. Do bacon. If you fry up bacon, then you chop it up into really small bits, and then once you cook them, you serve them with a little bit of sour cream.
That sounds delicious.
My
Chopping the
dad used
bacon into tiny
to.
bits sounds like too much work.
My dad used to make potato pancakes, and he, for some reason, made the thickest, crunchiest ones that I've never been able to replicate in my life. Like, I would say that for most people, I would not recommend them because it would be too much crunch. And I don't know, I really like the crunch. But, like, when he would make them, he would just take like an entire tub of like sour cream and just like eat it straight out of the thing with them. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing, man? Like,
Okay,
Hey, Faye.
once
Hey,
everyone
Faye.
gets back, does this lady have
Hey,
a red
Will.
thing over her head for anyone? Except
I'll let you know in a second.
Because
Whenever it comes time to do urgent quests, we all have to do urgent quests before we can.
yeah, I need to know because I have the urgent, but I don't know if those two have every quest done.
Bippity skippity, I'm coming back.
Just use scissors.
Who-
I'm not going
who
to
needs
use
to have it where?
scissors on my food
lady-
because
Yeah,
the
she's-
only
she's
scissors
red.
that we have that's actually
you
worth a
talk-
damn is constantly being used by my mother to chop up weird animal shit outside and then be left outside because she's ADHD as fuck and doesn't put things back where they fucking belong.
Who has a red thing?
So no,
This
I'm not
lady.
using scissors on my food.
Does that lady have a red thing over her head?
I mean, there are food scissors.
She does not.
okay, then
yeah,
you
No, you
need
cook
a-
the bacon. You cook the bacon as a whole first, like as a whole strip, and then when it's crumbly and crispy, you can either one cut it or you can get it real crispy, and then you can do the thing where you like put it into a paper bag and like smash it.
I was also gonna say like food blender.
Not a paper bag, a plastic bag. A Ziploc.
Yeah, so you're probably missing one.
Yeah,
or
here.
two.
Talk to the quest lady up there, and I will list off quests and tell me if you have them.
Okay.
Okay, the Desert Gourmand.
I have that one done.
Noise violation.
I do not have that one done.
Okay, we'll just check and make sure you've got the others too. In Search of Yangaruga, you should have that one done.
Yeah, I've got that one done.
Operation Secure Specimen. Specimen.
Yep.
Species of fish.
And then
Yep, I've got-
Royal Assassination. You should have those two because we just did them. Malfestio Festival.
Yep, I've got both of those.
Okay, so we just need to do noise violation.
Noise violation.
Noise violation.
I have potatoes,
Nice.
You take noise violation.
sour cream, and bacon. Chives.
You have any cheese on them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those
Oh. Okay.
I think restaurants usually call those loaded baked potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
They're really good. I'm ready for a second. Make sure I've got my stuff ready.
I never get a loaded baked potato because I'm always afraid of like opening it up and then like having my whole mouth just burned to cinders. Just like shed
that's
off
why you-
all of my skin inside of my mouth like a snake and just like have no feeling in it for like a solid week.
That's why you cut into it and let it cool down for a little while.
No, the food's right there. If I don't eat it now, then my like fucking pelican from the sky is going to eat it.
True.
My fucking pelican from the sky.
Assigned specifically to eat the food that's right in front of me if I don't eat it fast enough.
Maybe it's a good thing you don't eat the potatoes then.
Eats me enough to
Sorry,
make it
I was
do
looking at alternate items.
Next, between this time and next time, I'm probably going to farm up something for another weapon.
it. Put it in her mouth and go,
How do you-
like, man, true. I'm not man
How do you-
enough.
What triggers like unlocking more weapons that are just available in the shop? Because I don't have any like new twin blades.
When you go and you look at upgrade, it will also sometimes offer you different weapon trees.
I think it's just
can we
whenever
figure
you
out
have
upgrade?
like the
It's-
upgrade
it depends
material
on-
in your inventory.
Yeah, you need the upgrade material or the crafting material from a monster or
Yeah.
like thing on the floor. There we go. Okay, we're ready.
The other secret art of like eating very, very incredibly hot food is just like put like barely a spoonful in your mouth and then go and just like try and like scrape it off your tongue and into your plate.
Yeah.
But like, no, I'm not doing that. It's like coward and unmanly I may be enough to the point where I'm unable to go like cool down my mouth with the express vacuum of putting in more air into my lungs and then running it through my mouth. Like, I'm definitely not going to spit food back up. I worked for that shit. Get it in me.
I've definitely burned my mouth on food that was too hot before.
Have you done what I think is sometimes people call the reverse blow, where you have food in your mouth and then you like blow on it, like either
Suck
in
the air in.
You suck air in while it's like too hot in your mouth. You go. yeah.
Yes.
That's what I was talking about.
I abstain from this as often as possible.
Yeah, that's why I
Also-
don't encounter baked potatoes.
Reverse blow does sound like a sex thing.
Yeah, the auto blow.
I mean, it's not all that much different from the suck, or like half of the other words in the English dictionary, because like, damn, English has been around long enough and people have been wanting to fuck long enough that every single word is just like a euphemism for sex, tits,
That's just
penis or
human
vagina.
nature.
or butt.
Every dialogue does this eventually.
It's one of the 5.
It's actually one of those problems that we have when we go back to old languages, because people like encounter euphemisms and go like, "Oh, I see. It's not always literal."
Oh, it's in 5, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in 5. And a
Okay.
paper.
I didn't know what it was that we were fighting. I was just talking and listening and running around.
Big snake monster, the Najarala.
I do love that boss.
He is really
I'm filled
cool.
with potatoes and bacon.
It's more like a lizard than a snake, but I call it a snake because it's long.
What do you mean? What do you mean a rectangle isn't a square and a
Yes,
square
yes,
isn't
it
a
has 4
rectangle?
legs.
What the hell are you on about? Are snakes
Did
not
you
lizards?
know about? Do you know about the snakes that have like little vestigial limbs?
I've heard of them, but I haven't seen them.
So just because I'm looking at this thing and it is very armored up, in future, would this be better for me to bring ammo? Or is it like completely fine on slash damage?
I think so.
It depends where you hit it.
I don't know how bouncing works on a hammer. I think you still clang on hammer, so like I think it's just sharpness.
But like certain enemies have weakness to like slash versus impact.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
but
true.
it depends on where you hit them too.
That is true.
They're like damage zones on each monster. It's actually really complicated, and they didn't tell you any of this until War. You just had to
I
look
looked
on
at the stats of one of them when I was going solo hunting to see, because it was like, I'm just curious, and it was like statistically like infinitely weaker to slash. And I was like, okay, well I'm just gonna use slash.
heal before it hits me. Okay.
Am I kind of looking like he'd fucking sick? Oh, he's playing fucking Yak again. 'Cause he always has that one guy that he thinks looks like me. The guy that like fights people with like a fucking crowbar.
I'm trying to bleed better.
Yeah, same.
Them ID's nuts.
Oh, they bit me.
Why
I've been
do I-
like trying to keep an eye out for anything that would allow me to paralysis or poison. Got my P's mixed up.
I know that the
I've got a hammer option that is poison. So
there's like the sleep sword or sleep weapons that you can get from Maleficent, whatever the fuck.
Alphastio, yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep
Try not to
isn't,
call him Maleficent because of recent Kingdom Hearts activities.
Dude, like a running bit has been like, when is Noid going to play through all of Kingdom Hearts? And it's like every year it gets a little bit more possible.
My sanctuary, my sanctuary.
Dude, like Shepard and I used to play that song unironically all the time.
Simple and clean is the way that I want you to feel tonight.
Oh, that was good. I got into its space.
I think I hit it. I can't tell.
This is like the ideal monster for me to do big jumps on.
True.
Honestly.
Kingdom Hearts is a good game until you get to like the weird, obscure ones, and or 3, because Kingdom Hearts 3 is trash.
It just anytime they start to explore beyond the like basic concepts of that game, it gets a little bit out of balance.
I think that like the Disney portion of the game is just always just kind of monster shit.
Yeah, it
Depends on the world. Some of them were pretty cool. Some
just all the Disney.
A few of them were. I liked a few of the worlds. I think, like, yeah, for the most part, they're forgettable.
Like they could have like really cool mechanics and whatnot, but just, like, the fact that they are Disney, I think that like just the Kingdom Hearts thing and the like the whole like Organization 13 could have stood on its own. Like every single bit with Disney is just Sora, Donald, and Goofy just like put themselves into the Disney movie.
I hate that in the third game when I was cool until I realized that I had to go back for like the third time to the Frozen world. And that's when I was like, I fucking can't play this game anymore.
I think somebody showed that you can play the Frozen levels and not jump a single time. Like you just like push forward on the control stick. Like Kingdom Hearts 3 is such incredible fucking baby mode. Which is upsetting because there's actually like some really cool attack tech that you could do with like weapon swapping and magic canceling and stuff like that. Like I found it. The Devil May Cry player that I am. I found significant movement tech and stuff.
Too late with 3. I think the problem was that too many games came out on handhelds in between.
And that they became necessary for like the story.
That's the bigger problem. Is like there's all these little things off to the side that are like tertiary, but they expect you to like 2 does a pretty good job of catching you up if you didn't play Chain of Memories. But like you'd benefit from having played Chain of Memories a lot. But I'm not fucking playing a PSP, a fucking 3DS, and a phone game in order to be able to understand 3. Like that's crazy, man.
I appreciate that with the PC ports, they have all those weird, obscure shit just like available.
Just right in there.
Yeah, and some of the I'm a little upset that like a couple of the games were reduced just like cutscenes.
Well, you know what's really frustrating is the fact that they remade Chain of Memories as an action card game. And I'm like, buddy, just put the fucking Game Boy game in the bag. Like just make everybody play the fucking pixel art game. It's fine. If anything, it's preferred.
I'm sorry, Bean. I'm sorry. I didn't see you there.
Man, I want that sword, but I don't want to farm for that.
I'm sorry. I didn't know Beans was like curled up in my blanket. No, I flicked my blanket and it caused her to fly.
Oh, no.
That fucking rules.
I'm sorry. She landed on pillows, thankfully. But she's looking at me like, Mother, why?
Mother, you crave violence too hard.
I don't know. I think I liked Kingdom Hearts 3 enough, but I remember like almost none of the Disney shit. I remember that Frozen world existed, and I remember I didn't enjoy it. And I don't.
Yeah, and you have to go back to it 3 fucking times.
All the Kingdom Hearts though are like that. You just have to like loop back around to them for some reason.
Yeah, you always have to do like the initial Disney, like play the movie, and then you go back for the actual like Kingdom Hearts plot.
Yeah, you have to. You get Disney ads, and then you get to the actual like plot for a moment, and then it goes back to Disney ads.
Yeah, with like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, like the first half of the game doesn't fucking matter because you just have to watch Disney movies.
Really doesn't.
The funniest part about the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3 is that they were just like, here's Noctis, but we didn't do Noctis. But this is clearly a reference to Final Fantasy Versus 13 before Lightning's whole shtick, where we did that ending thing where it was like Riku doing the Keyblade fight and Roxas is there, and then we redid that with Noctis, and then we never used that because we changed fundamentally what Final Fantasy was going to be. and now we have this reference that nobody understands for some reason. And I'm just sitting there looking at it like, man, who's this fucking for? Because there's like the original section, like the quote unquote original section, where it's like a rip-off Final Fantasy world thing in 3. And that looks like where you're going to be going for 4, and I'm just like, are they just going to like try to escape into a separate IP that doesn't exist?
Okay, who wants to do this first?
Whoever's at the quest thing does it first.
I'll do it first.
Yeah, there you go.
I have
I'm
no
just
strong feelings for or against.
This is, by the way, my favorite monster.
Father, I crave cheddar.
I've
Choice.
3 a.m.
I've said this before. Like I think I've had like an extremely, what you would probably consider cursed intro to Kingdom Hearts, because I did not have a PS2. So my first like Kingdom Hearts game was Days, and then my second Kingdom Hearts game was 3D. And then eventually when the
Dream
PS4
Drop Distance,
remakes
the one where
came
you get
out.
to play as Roxas, Terra, and Aqua.
No, that's Birth by Sleep. That's the PSP game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's actually like peak.
And that's also
It's actually
Ventus,
super
not
good.
Roxas. That's another guy.
3D was fun. They compared to the others, it's like pretty mid, but 3D I think was fairly fun. I don't know. I haven't revisited any of them in like
3D is
two in,
so
like, years.
old that my ex was living with me playing it. And I
I was playing that
watching
game
her
in like
play it.
fucking high school.
What a Ventus? Ventus is a
that's
nobody.
how-
Don't worry about it.
That works as a joke on multiple levels, and I approve.
Hey.
I fucking hate the Kingdom Hearts thing, though, of like, yeah, my heart moved to this guy, so this guy had like a bonus heart, so that's why when the heart came out, he didn't become heartless. But then when that heart came out, a different heart went in. I'm like, motherfucker, well, you can't be just swapping this shit around. Like, this is not like the Allspark. Like,
Nah, Sora's a revolving door whore of hearts. His chest is a it's rated E for everyone.
it's because Sora loves everybody so much.
He's just a big friendship heart slut.
Dude, this thing is crazy.
This is my favorite monster, but also my second favorite monster.
That's confusing.
Well, it has what's called a deviant version of it.
Oh, so he has like a nobody and a heartless?
And the deviant version of this thing is my favorite fight in any Monster Hunter game. It's so good.
I forget who it was, but I was watching somebody, and their fucking username had an X in it, and they were like, yeah, it's a little known fact that like the X being in that is because I just took my name and put an X in it like a nobody.
That's pretty good.
And I'm like, Jesus Christ, fucking nerd.
Nord?
I mean, I probably would have done it if back in the day, if like my name would have worked with it, but there's nowhere to put an X in Matthew and have it sound like a real thing.
You can
Like,
arrange it somehow and it would look terrible, but like,
yeah, it would look awful.
half
Like,
of
I'm
their
sure I
names
thought
all look
about it.
terrible.
I'm sure
Like
I thought about it in like
Debbie
2013.
Put it after the 8.
Oh,
it matters
fuck
to
me.
you.
I will never forget them like announcing that shit and people being like, what the fuck is Axel then? Like, I think that they just thought Axel sounded cool, so they gave him that name and they had to reverse engineer Leah out of it.
Got it memorized.
He is really cool, I'm not gonna lie. He is a
I'm
great
actually kind of
character.
upset that like his got it memorized kind of grew on me.
Oh my god!
I'm very upset at that.
I love that this thing looks like a Rathian, kinda, but it does not fight at all like a Rathian.
Yeah, Axel grew on me a lot when I played that game. It was like, oh shit, he's actually cool. I thought he was gonna be a fucking weeb. and then he just becomes normal again. Because, fuck it, plot development. Give him a
I would be interested in seeing where Axel goes in Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah. As much as I rag on it, I do kind of want to see, like, where they go with the, like, give 7 people Keyblades.
That's why I'm so upset with the fucking Disney portion of the game. Like, the actual, like, Nomura portion of the game is so much better. And it stands on its own.
Get out of here.
Axel is my baby daddy, and I'll die on that hill.
He's too, like, baby.
Yeah, no, he is too big.
He's my baby daddy.
Yeah, he's too young for you.
He was my baby daddy when I was like.
Yeah, alright.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget how old Kingdom Hearts is. Yeah, he's fucking unk now.
Yeah, like we gotta remember that Kingdom Hearts is like 2002.
Also,
like
it
that.
says he's in his mid-20s, so.
Yeah, but there's like
they're babies.
Here's the thing. Fair enough, he's in his 20s, but like Zigbar and them are over here. Like the cool grown men that I infinitely preferred. Like the second that they were just like, yeah, you see fucking Big Boss over here with his twin machine guns? I'm like, sure do.
You require motivation. I saw that in Kingdom Hearts 3, and I immediately made a Virgil edit.
I was gonna say your little Devil May Cry brain just kicked.
Absolutely. Like, I saw like 15 different neurons just like fucking pop off as soon as I saw it. I think I still have the video that I made from it.
I will say, I think that
would've gotten
Marlexia, or Marlasia, or whatever the fuck their name is, I don't know how they pronounce it. The fucking pink-haired boy, though, it's like, I think that for, as cool and lame as they are simultaneously, like, they got so much play just by being a cool visual in Kingdom Hearts 2 that nobody knew what the fuck they were, which is crazy.
Like
I remember
90% of the people that played Kingdom Hearts 2 had not played Chain of Memories, and they were missing like 13 different textbook assignments.
The craziest part about that is that Shepard played Chain of Memories, and then he didn't play the other Kingdom Hearts. I did. We had composite knowledge of the franchise. Also, I would say if they would release just a gummy ship game, I would play that.
Oh, same. That's why, you know, Star Fox. Also out here promoting whatever the fuck name it is called that I really like. Fuck, I'm bad. Never mind. But it's a Star Fox game. I really like it. But it's not actually a Star Fox game.
Oh, never mind.
Dinosaur Planet?
No.
No,
Unfortunately,
I'm
no.
Like an indie game or something.
It is an indie game.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely just like Star Fox. It's like either 64 or the SNES. Take your pick.
I cannot conjure the name of the game.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I think I know it, but I can't remember it.
Like I have
either,
definitely
so
talked
we're
about
all
it, and I've definitely advertised it before. And
we're
every single
all
time I
terrible.
have to like look up its name because it's the most like generic name possible.
Sorry, for yelling.
Sorry.
Well, here over here.
Yeah, I mean, I've harvested the tail, so.
Yeah, you got the tail now, too.
We're in danger.
I was not happy about that.
Oh, I love dodging through roars. Let's go, dude.
It's leaving. You can tell it's leaving because it makes a big circle with its shadow instead of
Yep.
actual shadow.
You follow it as best as you can.
If you don't paintball it anyway.
Or if the paintball runs out.
That's true, it can happen too. We usually kill it before that happens, though.
Yeah, in multiplayer, but not when you're solo hunting.
Especially because this game
eventually
doesn't
just
care
get
if you're
the
playing by
ability to
yourself or
buy
not.
Paintballs.
You get the full
I
health
assume.
experience either way.
Ah!
Ow.
Ah! A fucking gun!
Whoa, a giant wing.
Kingdom Hearts is one of those things where, like, I do genuinely really like it, and it's not nostalgia, because I'm so far removed from it, and I am so critical of it, but, like...
Ow.
Man, it is fucking dumb.
It's peak dumb.
It's so peak dumb that the first entire arc of fucking Final Fantasy 14 is just Kingdom Hearts.
Organization 13.
I love
Which
just
I feel like
that
is
it's able to
intentional.
embrace how dumb it can be, and that's just like what sells it to me. Like, all right, it doesn't shy from it. It fully acknowledges it. It takes itself seriously. It's like, yep, you know what?
Oh, wrong way.
Appreciated.
It lives in the shonen verse of like Naruto shouting "Believe it."
Yeah.
He kind of stopped doing that.
Yeah, well,
Coward.
he also became like 20, so
And then he started going, you know?
I also think he stopped saying it partially because he stopped believing it. Naruto got like really fucking jaded as time went on.
He had a panic attack at one point.
I don't blame him. The man's been living with a fucking demon for like 20 years of his life. His fucking best friend tried to murder him and became a terrorist.
That's exactly the point. He had a panic attack.
Yeah.
I will die on the hill that Sasuke was never, ever Naruto's best friend. Fucking Shikamaru has been with Naruto from the very fucking beginning. Everyone just looked past Shikamaru. They're like, oh, yeah, it's just Shikamaru. No, that motherfucker's been with Naruto from the fucking thick of it.
I think that they retconned in a lot of
Ex-Zodiac.
the Shikamaru being friends with them. He definitely was like closer with Sasuke in like the first couple of seasons, and then it became like we're gonna focus on how him and Shikamaru hang out. And also Shikamaru rocks, so who cares?
He kind of got shafted at the end of Shippuden.
Oh my god, the fucking spamming of these.
I mean, he's still alive, but still.
Do we need to post that 5 times?
Yes.
What is the name of this game? Yeah, Zodiac. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That was, yeah.
Yeah, that's the Star Fox game.
This was not the
that's
game
the
I
indie
was
Star
thinking
Fox
of,
game.
but this is just Star Fox. Let's try that again. Not die this time.
It's always the plan, right?
Doesn't always work out.
Gotta run it back, get it back.
Nothing is cooler to me than video games like Star Fox where you do a different condition and suddenly the path veers off to a second thing and you're like, oh shit, there's more.
Yeah.
Like playing Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam and realizing that the really difficult fight isn't scripted, that you lose and you just needed to get good. And you getting good divides the timeline, and suddenly you're on a new skew where, like, Char didn't kill that guy? And you're like, oh, okay.
I'm going back to Gunlands for this.
Oh, switching to your main, I understand. Gotta lock the fuck in. Been talking too much about that Kingdom Hearts.
Like, I remember years ago, I hooked up my, my PS2 to the Elgato and tried to stream Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam, and it did not go well. Due to many particular reasons. Now the system is pretty well working. I think I could do it by hooking it up to like one of those adapters. But it's like I do kind of consider sometimes like going back and playing Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam and just being like, could I knock out a 300%?
Would you mind if I took a quick piss?
Yeah, go nuts.
Piss girl.
Utilize the washroom. I will take this time to hydrate.
With water. Drinking some water. Out here drinking water. Love drinking water. My favorite pastime. I just love to just like take this water and just put it in me. Like, oh,
Now let
water.
me peel this orange.
Mm.
I
Hey.
don't actually have an orange. I don't eat oranges.
I have an orange.
All right, where's your water bottle? Where's your water? Of any kind.
On my nightstand beside me.
Okay,
That's acceptable.
too bad. Like the danger music is gone. Like you hear the fucking Phoenix Wright turnabout music, just like play at like 90 decibels and then just slowly eat back.
speaking of bunny girls getting posted, fucking Hitsuji Goods bunny girl neat is getting posted all over my fucking Twitter.
I don't think I know that character.
That you've probably seen them in passing, but yeah, they're not really what I would describe as the most you character. They do have a shirt
What is
that
a
I
me
wish
character?
I could.
Explain. What do you mean by this?
Usually you tend to lean towards cooler characters, not neats. I mean, I guess Dante.
Yeah.
But I think that's different.
Dante's a flavor of cool.
Yeah. It's like he is a loser, but he is like he's a cool loser.
Also,
But yeah, I don't
100%
usually
like automatically veer towards like shy girls and stuff.
I don't usually think of you as the flat-chested, introverted, like scruffy, neat girl fetishist. I know a person that is that, however.
You know, I appreciate them. Like, whenever I first played Katawa Shoujo, like, the first one that I went for was, Hisao.
There we go, I'm back.
That game doesn't deserve to be good. I remember when they made that game. I was
really
on 4chan.
doesn't. Like, the fact that it was, like, advertised as 4chan's own visual novel is like, oh, I'm ready for some fucked up shit. And then, like, the fucked up shit was that you cry from it.
Yeah, it's like, no, it actually turns out to be a really good actual visual novel about people with disabilities. And you're like, this came out of 4chan?
Like, what the
Didn't 4chan die for a minute?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Their back end got fucking hacked and their source code exposed.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Along with a lot of emails of admins and registered users and...
Oh, the people spreading fake news about that shit was crazy. People were like, there's people on here who signed up with .gov emails. And it's like, no, they signed up with .edu, which is just as stupid.
Real.
But it was people that were, like, signing up with their, like, college emails using their real names. I'm like, who the fuck would ever sign up to 4chan with their real name, man?
Idiots.
Like,
I'm sorry, but it's just...
but it's like, it's 4chan, man! Like, you know where you're going. Like, you shouldn't ever give them your name, let alone any information. Like...
But how else am I going to start shit on, what is it, like, wallpaper, WSG? No, wait, WSG is work safe gifts. Fucking...
I will...
WAL, I think.
I will never forget about the fact that I got banned from A because I asked people, like what shows are they currently watching? And a guy said, like, no request threads, and banned me for it.
It's technically
And I'm like,
not a request. That was
yeah,
just like,
like, also, like, what's wrong with request threads, man? Like, if people go on and are just like, hey, I'm looking for a new anime, like, yeah, fucking let them, like...
or make like a... Is there like a... I've never been on 4chan, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you make like sub things, like a subreddit?
No, it's an image board. So you post an image, and then you say, I'm watching this right now, or I'm doing this right now, or this is the topic I want to discuss right now, and then people post underneath that. And then
Usually
once
with
it
more
hits,
images.
like, yeah, usually with more images, but it can be a text post, and then whenever it hits, like, you know, cap, then you can create a new one if you want to, but usually you're not going to hit cap. It's just old school image board style shit. They went out of fashion. Reddit's kind of slowly becoming an image board because now you can reply with images and GIFs.
Okay.
Yeah, well, bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
The only image boards I'm ever on is porn.
Oh.
That's what a lot of 4chan was.
Yep, they had like several subboards.
Yeah.
Why did I almost say subreddit? Because I was just thinking about Reddit and like, oh yeah, that's right. Reddit's actually like kind of neat for still having like the old image board thing around. Look, there was definitely like insane amounts of pornography on 4chan.
Yeah, like B would be like, what's the most fucked up porn that you can think of? But then there was also just like other just straight up porn boards. It didn't start out with those, but it got them over time.
I know that WSG was made because there's like so much porn GIF, but then there was like you would see one fella out there trying to make like wallpaper GIFs a thread, or like funny GIF thread, and they would just get fucking drowned.
Ooh, nice. Oh, I'm mounted. I'm banging this thing.
Like, I will never advocate that 4chan was an amazing place, but like, there was some cool shit on it.
Dude, Tile Guy is like my favorite person ever. You don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
I'm sending you an image later. It's incredible. Tile Guy is my favorite guy of all time.
Judging, I'm gonna guess what this guy is. Does he just like review Tile?
Better.
He eats Tile.
Better. Almost, but better.
He has pica?
Oh,
He shoves Tile up his butt.
I'll send an image later. Don't worry.
Oh no.
that almost nuked me also.
I'm gonna get this one.
You know, fucking
Somewhat
run.
safe. I love that he's just got a tail laser.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Ow. That's not as cool. At least not when it hits.
But yeah, like the best thing that came out of 4chan was definitely like green text threads, in my opinion.
Real.
That's just me.
Does he sensually caress Tile?
You'll see.
Apparently.
Just stop guessing. I'll give you the image.
Okay.
I can
Oh
find it.
Christ.
The best thing to come out of 4chan was that text post about how Angela Anaconda ruined that one guy's parents' marriage.
Yeah, that is true. That's an incredible post. Oh my god, that's like up there with one of those like heritage posts.
Speaking of Angela Anaconda, Noi, do you know what I'm about to talk about?
Digimon movie?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that on VHS, man.
Me too. That's the thing I remember almost more than the 1 week song in it. The soundtrack to that was amazing, but it was a bad movie.
Yeah, you know why it's a bad movie? Because it's three
'Cause it was
movies.
it was more than one movie stitched
It's
together.
like a short film and then like 2 movies stitched together. Like imagine if they did that where like there's like 2 Dragon Ball movies and then randomly Broly's here.
I watched the 2 separate movies in Japanese, and they were so much
better. Yeah. Have you seen any of the new Digimon movies?
No, I should though.
They continue to bring back the original guys.
I have
Like,
seen
a
like
lot.
because I'm on Tumblr. I've seen some clips of it.
Yeah, I love the fact that they're just like, yeah, here's Ty. He's like 27 now.
Yeah, and
just
has-
like, oh man, that's great.
And what's his name? The other guy with the Garurumon.
All right, I posted Tile Guy in the
I can't remember his
Discord.
name. He's just like got a
In
job.
the English dub, they call him Matt.
Oh yeah, I don't know what his.
He is weirdly, however, in the English dub, still Japanese. His name is Matt Yamada.
That's right.
The 4Kids edition. Let's go, dude. I actually do want to like watch the 4Kids
Actually, a
version
lot of them
One
are still
Piece.
Japanese now that I think about it, because they also still had Sora,
Yeah, what can't remember her last.
and like Joe is also still like Japanese. He's clearly Japanese through that whole series.
He just like feels Japanese.
Well, because he's like on the verge of becoming. I'm down. That's my bad. He is like on the verge of becoming a salaryman, and then in the movies, like, he does become a salaryman.
Wait, are these like children or like salaryman children or?
Well, like when you see him, like he in the original series, he is like prep school nerd character for like Japanese archetypes. Like He's the tall, lanky, dorky one of the group, and he's obsessed with grades, and he's going to cram school while all the rest are like goofing off. And then later on, when you see him as an adult, he's working as like a salary. Okay. Because he's like a few years older than the rest of the kids.
I think they're like tweens in the original series. No.
Yeah, because I have never Digimoned in my life.
Yeah, most of the Digimon kids are like in the young, like preteen area, except for a couple of them which are like actual babies, basically, like genuine ass children.
Yeah. What's her name?
Oh God, they came to me. Like Ty's
Yeah,
sister and Matt's
sister,
brother.
Yeah.
And then like the second generation of Digimon kids happened, and those guys were older, and they met a bunch of new kids, and those kids became like the new protagonists.
I really should just like watch all the Digimons.
It's actually like pretty solid, honestly. It gets kind of dark if you watch the Japanese versions.
Speaking of it getting dark, the best season of Digimon has nothing to do with the original 2 seasons because it's season 3.
Yes.
I will fight this fight constantly because I disagree.
Digimon Tamers is amazing, and I will fight you.
I don't think Digimon Tamers is bad, and I think it has some of the coolest shit in it, but I don't care for the cast.
I do think the main character is probably the weakest of them.
Like, here's the thing. I think her name is like Rika.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like her, but she's not a child. Like, she acts like she's like 25, but she's like 7. Like,
she acts like she's.
Astals like can hit you while he's dying?
At least it didn't kill you, which is good.
Like, she's too mature for that show. And then her fucking Digimon inspired years and years of pornography.
Oh yeah, Renamon is probably
the most hentai Digimon.
If Crystal is the progenitor of furries, Renamon...
No, both of them are at like the same time. They were famous at the same time. If you were seeing any furry porn in the early 2000s, it was Crystal and it was Renamon. I guarantee Tilfin has seen at least Renamon.
Googling right now. Disgusting.
Yellow Fox Lady.
Okay, I've seen like one.
Yeah.
Like I can say like at least one because like I recognize the character. Like, okay, all right, yeah, you're right, but
you still get Renamon porn now.
I didn't know like the name of it.
People still love it.
I just kind of like recognize the, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just never gave Digimon a chance because I didn't know that it existed for a very long time. Like I was probably like the target audience, but like all the advertisements for it just like skipped over my head, and I was given the Pokemon 2000 movie instead.
Yeah, you played that one weird Digimon game, and that's like your experience.
Yeah, the very first Digimon World.
Oh man.
I think Pokemon and Digimon have like the opposite effect, where the games are good for Pokemon most of the time, and the anime is better for Digimon most of the time.
Yeah. The real trick of it is that the Digimon games are really good, but nobody plays them.
The Digimon games are also incredibly different from each other.
Yeah, they are wildly varying in what they are.
So like you play Digimon World 1 and you just like do like your roguelike, explore the area, raise a creature, and then you play Digimon World 4 and you play fucking dungeon crawler, button masher, action RPG.
A lot of them are dungeon crawlers, yeah. Like
yeah,
a lot.
I was playing back like again in the DS era. There was like they did the you could tell it was even trying to be Pokemon because they did like the Digimon World Dusk and Digimon World Dawn, and they were different versions of the same game. I played those back in the day, and they were like they were good, but yeah, nobody played them. but then I tried playing Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, I think is what it's called. And it's just like, oh, you're a detective now, but you have Digimon.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, cool.
So it's Detective Pikachu, but it's Digimon.
I need to finish that game someday.
Skull Mask. I want it. Fuck.
I actually might be able to get a new weapon out of this because I need there's a twin blades that uses Astalos parts.
Oh man, that Astalos helmet is fucking great.
Yeah, Astalos Armus is probably really good for dual blades as well because of the chain crit.
Oh yeah, twin bolts are amazing with the Astalos set. Oh, but we need Dragonite ore, and we're not gonna get that until we get to the volcano.
This set is like, do you want to become a Kamen Rider villain? Like,
Yas.
I mean,
Oh, Dragonite ore. God damn it.
Oh man, look at those fucking hands, man. Me being like, yeah, I'll take this armor, I want to wear this, and then seeing that it requires 4 electro sacks for the hands?
Yeah, this game is a little grindy for the armor.
I was actually thinking of it before stream. It was like, the progression of this game feels a lot slower. And, like, you don't spend any more time on, like, fights or anything, because fights still take, like, an average of less than 15 minutes. But it's just like, I don't know, you just spend, like, 10 hours in the game, and it's like, oh, I think I leveled up once. I think I went into 1 rank. I think I got an item. I'll be back here tomorrow.
That's the one thing, like, I will give Wilds its credit for, like, I understand people are like, I feel like I don't even need to farm anymore. I'm like, that's not a negative, man. Like,
not for you.
Yeah, like,
it's
my
like, I want to play
ass...
other video games. I don't want to just only play Monster Hunter.
There are people that do want to only play Monster Hunter.
Yeah, well, then they can have even more goods. Like,
they have 300 other Monster Hunter games. They can be content.
They also have
Don't
300
like...
monsters to, like, kill, so...
And you still have to, like, do an insane amount of grinding, it sounds like. Because, like, Misty, you were saying you were doing, like, to unlock the, like, in-game stuff in Worlds, you have to, like, hit Hunt rank 99 or something?
You have to hit... If you want to get everything in World, I think 200 is the max you need.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And the max is 199, or 999.
999.
89.99.
Oh, I didn't grab any potions.
Did you ever realize that somebody that you have follow you has been, like, temp banned on Twitch?
No.
So, like, I noticed that my numbers fluxed very briefly in my following, and I was like, I haven't had many new followers, but the numbers have re-equalized to where they were before, and I'm like, somebody got banned, man. Their account got.
That's where you can put an X in math.
Jamute, actually. XHAMEWT. Jamute.
I would go with that over that, because, like, it needs to be rearranged. You gotta rearrange the name in order for it to be
Also,
a
I
true
think if I
nobody
tried to
name.
say math XU, I'd end up saying math Jew. And, like, I'm pretty sure that gets me canceled in some parts of the countries.
That would get you in trouble with some folks, yeah.
I think it'd be pronounced maps.
Also, fucking, I will never forget the years and years of people saying man sex about Xemnas.
I was one of them.
Same. It wasn't even a haha gay funny, it was just like, man, that's really funny that you can rearrange this to be that.
Don't you just love anagrams?
Also the fact that, like, Xemnas is just extremely queer looking.
Genuine class. Anagrams always make me think of that Lisa Simpsons clip.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, you knocked off?
Yeah, what's the... I forgot. What's the button to not get knocked off?
R.
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 R when you face red.
Hard R, got it.
Yeah, hard R. You gotta press hard on R.
Yeah! Right in your freaking face.
You know, they actually made a Digimon MMO.
Yeah.
It was apparently terrible.
Yeah.
Josh Trapeze played it.
Yeah, that's how
Do you know what else
I think I
is
know.
a game that got an MMO? SMP. I played that one.
Oh no, I'm dead.
I can't remember.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it got you.
Oh, it's... No, okay.
I was
I
not
saw-
looking at my health.
I saw 2 names without health bars. I thought I, like, double tapped 2 of you, but that's just my name.
No, I was not paying attention.
Oh, my glasses, my glasses. I can't be seen without my glasses.
I can't be seen without my glasses.
I don't know
Or
why it
having a
is that
bad day.
fucking Johnny Bravo Scooby-Doo crossover came into my brain.
Yeah, he and Velma switched classes.
Everybody fucking wants them to fuck so much on Tumblr, man. People ship them so hard.
They
Good for,
had
good,
like
good for them.
what a weird sexual tension in that episode. Like not overtly, but it was very, under.
It's crazy how much, like, in the Scooby-Doo universes and crossovers, how much action, like, Velma gets. And you're just like, yeah? Like
They all
nobody's
know.
trying to... Nobody's out here trying to separate Daphne and Fred. They're just like, yeah, just like pair Velma up with somebody else. It's fine.
Velma's hot.
Have you seen like some of like behind the scenes interviews with like the director in the making of the first live action Scooby-Doo? We were like, they initially wanted to like make lesbian Velma and Daphne.
Yep, they sure did.
It's like holy shit,
yeah.
we could have had the world. We could have had it all. We could have had
Recently, there's a...
Velma possessed and then making out with Daphne live on screen, dude.
There was a Scooby-Doo thing recently that had come out, and by recently I mean probably a couple of years ago now, and I'm only just remembering it, where like some science nerd woman shows up, but like everybody thinks she's hot, and like her and Velma just start flirting, and I'm just like, I know everybody predominantly ships her with Shaggy, but I feel like even Shaggy would be looking at that like, yeah, that's fine.
I don't like her and Fred.
Velma is very lesbian, or at least fun.
Yeah, I would say everybody except for Fred is like at least some flavor of weird. Fred is the straight man unironically. Which is even better because he is also really gay.
He's dressed by his gay mother.
Yeah, it's like he is one of those guys who's like, he dresses well so he comes across as gay, but he just is like well dressed and weird.
The actor for Daphne and Fred got married and have a baby.
Real.
Of like the live action or like a cartoon?
The live action, the Daphne
really?
that's fucking Buffy.
I think the cool
I was gonna say, and the guy that's fucking Iron Bull.
Yeah.
Because fun fact, the guy that played Fred is fucking in Dragon Age.
They got married and they have a baby.
Yeah.
I think they have 2, but I think they just had one.
Sick.
He loved playing that role so much he then streamed Dragon Age Inquisition for like 3 years.
Speaking of Buffy, did you ever watch Angel?
No.
I liked it better than Buffy. I liked the Angel show better than Buffy.
I should go back
I
and
watched
watch
Buffy the
all of
Vampire Slayer for Spike and Spike alone.
Oh, Spike was in Angel too.
Well,
I don't care. He was different.
Dude, we fucked his ass close
I
up.
should go back and watch that series. It's been many years.
Angel was not my favorite character, nor was Spike, but I can't remember his name.
Did you watch Spice Wolf? I love how it's not even the full
Spice
name.
Wolf.
I
Wolf.
did watch Spice and Wolf back in the day. I have not watched the new remake of it.
Oh, dude, I love Economics, the anime.
That's the real funny thing. I remember when it started out, and people were like, "Oh yeah, hot wolf girl or fox girl or whatever the fuck romance," and then like every episode is economics, and they're like, "What the fuck is this? I didn't sign up for this shit." Like, A was losing their minds.
I always think of it's a Nick Cage movie, Lord of War. There's this one scene where he's like making out with a woman, and then, or like, he gets distracted by looking at the news, and he's just like stimming off of like looking at like the news that's going on so that he can like better his profits. And I just always think of that, like, there's Horo right over there. He's just like trying to get my attention with like wolf girl shit, and it was like, wait, hold on a minute, hold on, babe. There's
irony
economics
of that is
happening.
that in universe she would be the one being like, do economics.
They made an anime out of Eve?
At all? Nani?
The video game Eve.
They made an anime out of that?
No, that was a joke about Spice and Wolf.
Yeah, Eve,
okay.
the spreadsheets spaceship game.
I wouldn't know if that was true. So I could see it. There's a lore to that game, apparently.
All I know is just like human traffickers play it, and it's like spreadsheets.
I feel like human traffickers play every video game that's like online. And they hang out on Naruto forums.
I was just about to say, hey.
That one time Rachel was almost human trafficked off the Naruto forum by a random Hispanic guy.
I laughed, but I shouldn't.
Nah,
It's
a little
bad,
funny.
but it's years in the past and she's here now, so it's fine.
It's a little funny.
Well, that's my next upgrade for the gun lance, but I'm gonna have to wait for a while.
Dude, I want to get the bug armor so that I can have better impact files.
Oh yeah, no.
I
Speaking
want to
of
get the bug armor so that way I look like a Devil May Cry DT.
Speaking of shit that you probably have forgotten existed, I looked at like Blue Sky late last night, saw this person like immediately comparing whatever it is they're watching to Dragon Ball Evolution, the movie. So I go, what the hell are they talking about? Okay, so I'm looking through it. They're like live tweeting this, so they're not giving the name, but like at first, well, they did at first, but like, you know, chronological order. You know how these websites work. So they start mentioning like Bato, and I'm like, oh, why are they watching something Ghost in the Shell? I knew Ghost in the Shell anime didn't come out yet. Are they watching Arise? Why the fuck would they be watching Arise? Because I know this person. They know about. They're the one who got me into Ghost in the Shell. Why would they be watching that? And then I get to the beginning. It's like she brings up like she calls it American Ghost in the Shell. Like, oh my god, I completely, entirely forgot about that Ghost in the Shell movie.
Oh shit.
Cursed
shit.
ass shit.
Oh shit.
Was it the shitty one where they like make her eyes bigger? CGI?
No, that's Alita Battle Angel, which actually is not terrible.
This was who was that again that played Makoto in the American Ghost in the Shell? It was what? It's the person who did. Is it Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody got mad because she was white, and I'm like, that's the least offensive part. Because
and then
she
they
can
like
swap into whatever body she wants. Like, being white's the least problematic part about this.
What the fuck is this? I just looked in general. Sorry. What is this?
That's Tile Guy, my favorite person.
Oh, I've got to see this now. Hold on.
Yeah, it's a read. I got you like the full unabridged version.
I might have to save that for later.
Just don't worry.
This works.
Shepard, don't talk about Mr. Hands.
Yeah, he died like a day later.
that just fucking hit me. Like, Shepard, don't talk about this.
He does it all the time, though.
Okay, cool. I have a fucking good ass poison weapon now. Let's go.
Nice. Love to see it.
I love status ailment weapons, man.
Tilfin, I have a problem with your post.
That's too bad.
It's tiny as fuck.
Well, you click the fucking Imgur link, and then you click the fucking button that allows you to zoom in. I cannot hold your hand this hard. Sometimes you're gonna have to pick up the fishing rod and like fish for yourself.
You can
hold on.
lead a horse to water, but you can't make it eat.
There we go. Okay. Save that.
There we go. That's a computer.
Yeah, I gotta save this for later. I cannot be doing that right now.
Yeah, it's a
How I mine for fish? Excuse
What?
me?
real though. Just like get your pickaxe and just toss it into the water.
I have some questions.
Yeah, tie a string to your pickaxe, toss it into the water, and use it as a hook to get a shark.
Really, what is a
My
pickaxe if not just
grandpa
like
used to fish
a?
by using dynamite.
Isn't that like highly illegal?
Yeah.
If you want to get your breath skill up,
it
you
probably wasn't like
practice
back
by holding
then.
your breath for progressively longer periods of time.
It was
And then
a
also
lawless land
implant a
back in
whale
the day.
spleen. I think that they patched that out in old school RuneScape though.
I'm thrilled to finally have a sword that does a thing besides fire.
I will never. Me and my charge blade have an ass. Will never happen. I'm out here elementless as fuck, dude.
I mean, I like being elementless too if I'm doing big number, but my number is not particularly big now. But now this weapon's number is bigger than my last weapon, and it does poison, so...
How does it feel having a Sunday off, Pasta?
It's nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
tell me about it.
Does Oblivion have a breath stat?
Yes. Technically,
Yeah, you
you
play
do have a
Oblivion, that's
limited
how you
amount
get
of
that.
time that you can breathe underwater, and Argonians have the unlimited breathing underwater ability, which is why
We
Argonians are the
are
best.
on a switch, yeah.
Yeah, we're all on legitimate Fuji. I don't know why I said it like that.
And I'm also definitely looking forward to playing that Oblivion remaster. It's supposedly coming out later this week. Big looking
Man,
forward to
what a-
that. Might lose my life to it. I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest, I think that if that came out, I would just play the original version instead.
Well, I mean, I've already played a lot of the original. I'm gonna like have like the original just like on standby, just like on my second
I just
computer,
because
so that
I've
I can
never played
instantly
the
just like use it for reference and compare it.
But I say this, I say this knowing that I also need to go back and play a PlayStation 1 engine. Wow.
Yeah, I
all
see
right.
that coming.
PlayStation 1 engine with an acid spin-off, so...
Oh, every time you die, the game closes itself.
Oh!
That's going to be a problem, and it starts in 40 by 8.
Yeah, I've already done that. I brute forced it to 2K.
Can't wait to get a horse on.
Yeah,
That's the spirit, my guy.
Every time I die, the game closes itself after it says ruin.
Story of my life. Ah!
But I've only died to one skeleton so far, so it may just be that skeleton.
It could also just be a bug. It is...
I might try reinstalling it.
It is a PS1 game being played on a modern PC.
This is true.
And it's not... Well, it's not a PS1 game, but, you know. Ah!
It uses PS1 era tools.
Yeah, exactly. It's built on the bones of a PlayStation 1 development engine. It's incredible that it even exists.
Yes, it is.
Did you know that there's somebody that's been working on a Kingsfield engine game for like 10 years?
That's incredible.
Apparently it's like one of the longest running like Kingsfield Maker engine games. And it's like, that's crazy, man.
I can't imagine that there's like a gigantic pool or collection to draw from.
Apologies
No, but
for
apparently
blasting.
there is an existent community, which is where Kira even got the idea.
They love doing that.
My friend said
Great.
Skyrim is the greatest game ever made, and I'm like, brother, I've never fucking played it. I mean, that's fair.
Neither
Or
have
you
I.
stream Kingsfield? I mean, if I play the new Lunacid, that's the closest that we're gonna get. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really want to play Kingsfield unless it's like a one-off, because holy fuck, that game is misery.
Don't play Kingsfield. Play Eternal Ring.
Yeah!
Play Air Guys. God bless the ring.
Also,
Emulate
yeah.
emulate the Another Century episode games, so we can both live through finally seeing those games.
Oh my god, dude, you have no idea how much I want to play the fucking ACE games. Those are incredible. I still go back and watch them. Those are FromSoft games. Like,
yeah.
Like, the fact that there was me watching a FromSoft game trailer in, like, the fucking 7th grade, showing it to Shepard, being like, look at the cool mecha. And then fucking Demon Souls, and me not remembering the title screen of FromSoft.
Yeah, I now realized that until, like, I didn't realize that either until, like, many years.
Yeah, I think we had
later.
a discussion about that. God, what a... Those games genuinely have incredible cutscene for, like, the intro. They're beautiful.
Yeah, they're good.
I think the next game I play for stuff is just gonna probably be Demon X Machina. 'Cause
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we should all demons.
Yeah, I've never demoned X
I think
Machina.
Tilfin's the only one besides like maybe Misty.
I have booted it up, but I haven't done anything else.
I played the demo, and that's my experience.
I have
'Cause
also never
Hatsune
played Demon
Might-
Souls.
What? Oh, what?
No, we're talking about Demon X Machina.
Oh, okay, my bad. It's
Yeah.
like Souls games, FromSoft, Demon. Okay.
Yeah, no, we pivoted to mecha because we were talking about the FromSoft mecha game.
Yeah, Armored Core.
The other one, not Armored
Yeah,
Core.
the not armored cores.
The one with the one with the anime mechas in it. The one
where
with
you
your
can
Eureka
play
7
as
mechs
Ren
in it.
from. Yeah, we went to the same place.
Demon X Machina
Yeah.
multiplayer is actually like incredibly good.
It doesn't let you go through the story, or is it like an alternate thing?
It's different. It's just like Monster Hunter. Like, you know how you have the village quest and you have the hub quest? Same thing. Like, the village quests are kind of like the tutorial for your hub quests. The story single-player mode of Demon X Machina is the village quest, the tutorial for the multiplayer.
But is it still able to be done multiplayer, or?
Story, no.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
Oh, fuck.
As far as I'm aware. I don't think that there's even, like, a story for the multiplayer. It's kind of like, go and you do
You
shit.
just go with it, do shit. Okay. We'll have to take a look at it and figure some shit out. I've had it installed for like 2 years.
But also, like, the story for Demon X Machina isn't really all that much to go home about. Like, I could not tell you a fucking damn thing about it, and I played it like 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, all I know is it has customization of mecha, and that's all I want.
Yeah. And that
I
customization matters a lot more in multiplayer.
My bones, my human
I have-
bones.
A game I have played like
Thank you.
that, like 3 times through, and actually need to play a 4th time to get the last ending, is Code Vein, and I can't remember anything about the story.
Yeah, fucking Code Vein rules. I hate it. It's so boring. Like, that stream with Rachel was incredible because it was like me min-maxing the fuck out of a build, and Rachel being like, "I'm not gonna bother with that. Are you kidding?" And just doing the same fucking build the entire game. Like, like I was swapping out the souls of the bosses. I was getting all the skills that you can get, and I was making sure that I could use them on the different other ones. And then Rachel's like, "Fuck that! I'm just gonna do the exact same thing, which is just hit people with big weapons."
That tends to be Rachel's MO.
It's just, it's so funny because like even in Elden Ring, like we're playing Elden Ring for date night stuff, and when we're going through, I've got like a good old fashioned strength build that I'm doing, like so good old fashioned that it's
I'm not gonna make it back.
the fucking
Yes.
Oh, you took the long way around. Also known as going directly here from, like, a fucking cliff face.
But
Yeah,
it's like the good old fashioned
I didn't expect
Dark Souls 1
the
strength.
60 seconds of climbing.
So like, you know, going max strength, max HP, heavy armor.
Oh, it's a
just
white
doing-
egg. That's why I can still.
Oh, yep, I've got an egg too.
I was
Happy
wondering
Easter,
what it's still
everyone.
carved.
Poke up for the Lord.
yeah.
Amen.
But like, I've
Or a
been
big
doing the
homie J
strength,
up in the sky.
and Rachel's doing a different build, and so it's very strange because she's not doing the big heavy build
Happy
like
Easter.
I am,
Happy Easter.
and
Jesus is blazing it up in heaven.
I find it
Reese's
interesting
hashes
to try
from
and
this
see
egg.
how builds actually function. I really want to make her do Dark Souls 1. I really want to make her do that just to see what she comes out as.
No.
Like she's gonna come out as Giant Dad. I swear to God. Like So is Columbia a district of Columbia, or is Columbia a district of Ohio?
Columbia is a city.
country.
District of Columbia is like an independent
There's so
state.
much going on.
I do not believe there is any Columbias in Ohio. I've never heard of one. There's
There's a
Columbus. Are you
Columbus.
thinking of Columbus?
The District of Columbia is like the Vatican.
Yeah, it's like
I know.
it's a state, but it's kind of like just where the important stuff happens.
Yeah, it's home of the Pope.
But it's also kind of not a state, but it is a state.
It's like, what if Ottawa and the area around it was its own independent
No.
place from
I
Ontario?
think Shepard confused Columbia with Columbus because he's Shepard.
Yes. Columbus,
Like the country?
No, the
Columbus,
state,
Ohio.
the city of Columbus, Ohio. I think is what. Yeah, because Ohio.
'Cause there is a Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, I have to go there next weekend because my sister's getting married and she lives up there.
Aww.
I've
Aw,
got a
wedding.
Call her a nerd.
Yeah.
I've
Shove
got
her into a
wedding to go
locker.
to in May for my cousin.
I love
think
weddings.
It's on a Tuesday, which is weird. But you
Shoot.
know, I'll go if the rest of my family goes. I don't drive, so I can't go if they don't.
Reasonable.
I want a wedding.
I half want to be
want
able to
a
drive,
wedding.
but I mostly don't. Will you have a wedding when you get married to Noi? Like a traditional wedding?
No.
I'm sorry. I just opened up an item to upgrade, and it's just bag of horrors.
Adjust
And
it
it's-
to left stick. Look at it.
All right, man.
God damn, I still don't have enough wing talons to make these blades, and I still need that dragonite.
It's like when I get married, if we actually have a wedding, it will probably be we go to the court, sign papers, because weddings are fuck all expensive for no reason.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can always
they
do a cheapo small one later on for the purposes of ceremony after getting everything all situated and settled anyway.
Yeah, I like how my baby brother did. Just like had it at our house in the barn, and then had like fucking Tim Burton set up everywhere. Invited family, made food. It's like that's
Tim
it.
Burton set up.
Because the wife wanted like a spooky Halloween wedding,
Rachel.
and she got it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want a white wedding dress. I would want like either one that's black, or if it is white, there's a dressmaker from France that makes these really pretty dresses that have embroidered flowers on them.
Buddy, if
And I
they're
would want
shouting,
one.
I'm not hearing it. But I know hockey's going on.
And I would want one of those, but I'd probably want a black dress. And then if I could have it my way, like if money wasn't an option, right? I'd be like, cool, we're gonna do this in the middle of fucking nowhere, in the middle of the woods. I want it to look like I find some random ruins in the woods, like stone ruins. I want to get married there, right? I want it to feel like it's two weird, like, cryptids getting married. And I want everyone to show up in black, alright? No color. I want everyone to show up in black and, like, dress spooky.
You're saying this,
Top
and
wedding.
there's like a 45% chance that Shepard would wander in a Hawaiian shirt. Like,
And then I would kick him out.
that or he comes in and he's wearing like a fucking Cannibal Corpse shirt.
Well, most Cannibal Corpse shirts are black.
That is true.
Or can you
The
tie
one
like a
that-
normal person?
Hold on, I'm looking up an armor set for Rachel that I want to get her opinion on.
Okay.
It is. If I can find a good. I can't remember the last name.
Well,
Is that, Shepard, is that a real question, you asking what funerals are? Or is that a bit?
I don't even know what "were" is. There's a fucking vacuum cleaner
This guy
funerals.
fucking rules.
So, like, where
I think
are
the
our
thing I
funerals?
thought black dresses
What's
were
up with
for
funerals? Well, what's the deal with airline food?
Oh, I missed that sentence right
Shepard,
away.
Shepard, it is 2024. If people want to wear a black wedding dress or black whatever to a wedding, you have to dress. The dress code, first off, the bride and groom, and when I say bride and groom, I mean typically 99% of the time it's the bride and the groom's just being like, whatever you want, honey. The bride and groom get to decide what the dress code is, and if you don't show up in that dress code, I will kick people out. Like, no. Also, I'm a firm believer of no kids at fucking wedding. I'd be like, no children are allowed. If you have a child, go fuck yourself. That kid can't come. And it's like, well, if I can't bring my kid, I'm not gonna come. Bye. I'll find someone else to fill that seat.
Lol.
Yeah, he has been at a wedding before.
Yeah,
recall
but like,
the picture.
Shepard, if you don't follow dress code, I just wouldn't
He'd
let
follow
you
dress
be
code.
the best man.
I was making more a joke about him showing up in bright colors to be defiant.
I mean, or just the colorblindness getting him.
He did have to have that discussion with his sister recently.
I'll give it to you later.
I think this might be my favorite monster that we fought.
This
Honestly,
thing looks
same.
really cool. Yeah.
The edgelord inside me is powerful.
I love his
Black and
I
purple
love his
is
stage
great.
2. I love the way his head be.
Oh, I am in danger.
And then all of his weapons look really cool. The armor's alright. The head's cool.
Well, there is an armor from this thing that I really want, but it's like a variant. Like, you fought the evolved version of this thing yet?
It's like a white version, right?
Yeah. It's like a mix between the two. It's in a half translucent.
Evolve? You mean the game where you play as a monster, or a bunch of people aren't in a monster?
Ah! I pressed the wrong.
I was in the
fucking
closed
thing.
beta for that game.
Dude, I literally, just as I'm saying that, I had the thought, like, dude, what if they made fucking Monster Hunter but evolve?
Yeah.
4 people playing hunters versus one guy who gets to be the fucking Razzlers.
I can say from experience that that game would die because people wouldn't want to do it. Because Nick and I played Evolve a few times, and every single time it was like a 40-minute queue.
Yeah, but what if it wasn't, like, laden down with extremely predatory microtransactions that made nobody want to play it?
Listen, Evolve, this was the early days of Evolve before the predatory microtransactions were. Just people were not playing that game. Like, it's the problem that Dead by Daylight has right now, where, like, a lot of people do not want to play Evolve.
I never
play
played
the
Dead by
game with my
Daylight, but,
friends.
I mean, it evidently seems like people
It
love
survived.
that. Oh my god.
But I think it survived off of the fact that, like, it was discount, like, movie monsters at first, and then they got real movie monsters.
I can't find my phone.
Have you checked your tits?
It's also small scale. Like, it's not like Evolve.
It's not in my
where you're
boobs.
playing
It's the
like
first place they check.
Damn.
It's not like Evolve where you're playing as, like, a whole giant map. It's, like, a relatively enclosed space, which I think really
Where's
helps.
my phone?
Do you need me to turn on my phone and call you?
God damn it.
If nobody's phone will function long enough.
I'll dox my phone number. I don't care.
I care.
I have a question for Misty when we get back to camp, because I need to look at what the thing is again.
Hold on.
But I feel like I need to get better armor, and I want to figure out where this one thing I need to find is.
Okay, do you remember the name of it, or is that why we need to go back?
No, that's why, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I'll do it when I'll ask when I go back to camp, because it's some kind of bug.
Is it a carpenter bug?
I don't think so.
Shiny beetle?
No,
It was under the cat.
Cat phone, cat phone, cat phone.
Oh god.
He just keeps walking, dude. He just keeps walking. I love how he's like also like 6-limbed.
Buddy,
Okay.
if there was a wedding at any point in time, I'm not sure who would even come, because it's like you'd have to transit country lines.
It's becoming increasingly.
Yeah, which is
these
becoming
days.
increasingly more difficult.
Not where that goes. That's
There's a reason why I don't go to the U.S.
Other than for all the obvious reasons.
Like, I've got time right now. I could go to the U.S., but it's like, no, just don't do that because they're keeping Canadians hostage for like 2 weeks. Jesus Christ.
There we go. Okay.
I wish
sorry.
that was like an exaggeration, but like there was a lady who was a tourist going to the U.S. that was doing like a hiking thing. They kept her there for 2 weeks, and then they told her that when she gets sent back to Canada, which she had to pay for her own trip back to Canada, when she gets sent back, she's banned from the U.S. for 5 years unless she contests the consulate. And it's like, you know what? If I got kicked out of America for 5 years because I just tried to enter the country, I would just be like, you know what? Cool. Just not gonna go.
Sorry, that took forever. I am sorry. I had to find an armor to get her opinion on.
I got
fine.
fucking.
I like it.
We've been doing fine.
Oh, okay.
No.
I got knocked off of it while mid in the mounting animation, and I got so knocked off so hard I flew to the next area.
Yep.
Oh, you probably got knocked off of it because your like character model was in like the transition zone.
Yeah, it's like in the process of getting mounted. And
Yeah,
I guess
Faye and I
something
were
whack-
having that issue
whack.
the other day. Whenever the monster is too big that your character model goes through like the ceiling, or if it's in the transition zone, you'll just unmount.
Gimme. Oh, nice. It knocked it out of its frenzy state. Oh, now it's leaving. I can pick this up.
I was gonna say there's some shinies, so at least I can grab them. There's
he went
another
over
one
to
in the
3.
distance.
I'm gonna paintball it while it's in there.
I think they're doing permanent resident. Yeah, probably.
You shut up. There we go.
Who showed
Oh,
up?
come on, I was on your wing. There's the man on the wing.
It's a gremlin on the wing.
Dark Wings, Dark Tide?
Man, remember before cameras when everybody just used to lie about the things that they saw in places?
I
And now
love
they try to
mythology.
Photoshop them, and it just doesn't work.
Remember about the Mexican alien? I don't know why I brought that up. It kind of reminded me of the Mexican alien.
I love that picture just solely from the memes that have spawned of it.
Or a Spanish pear.
Like all the pictures where it's just like female character, male character, but now he's the withered mummy of the alien. Buddy, calm your shit.
Man. Ow! Bitch.
Oh,
Wasn't so perfect.
me when I can't
Oh.
see.
Tail down. Tail down.
Nice. Hey, be quiet.
Shut up, I'm trying to sharpen over here.
sardines.
Don't break these horns. It's hard to knock off. There we go.
Would you want to be my best man? I mean, yeah, I figured.
Hey!
Destroyed.
Gets a shiny and some cars.
I was the best man at my baby brother's wedding. I was a gigantic fucking peanut gallery. Like, I was definitely heckling from the sidelines.
As you're supposed to, as the best man.
I mean, Shepard, it's not unusual for people to kind of have to, like, pan the camera to see where to get this thing.
Oh, hey.
People, too, as they get older, drift away a little bit. You usually only maintain a small, like, close-knit friend group. It's very rare for most people to have, like, really big friend groups.
Honestly, if I had, like, a wedding, I wouldn't even do, like, the best man, the groomsman, the bridesmaid, shit like that. I would just be like, cool, show up. We're gonna say the vows, then we're all gonna go eat somewhere.
Not Golden Corral.
I haven't seen one of
Golden
those in
Corral.
Canada in, like, 15 years.
I found another
I'm not gonna
fanboy.
lie, sometimes I miss the Golden Corral.
I think we have one near here, but it's pretty... It's, like, within driving distance, but it's...
I used to eat way too much at those things.
Yeah,
think
kind of
there's-
far away. It's not
Knowing
worth
people
going
for
to.
a long time doesn't mean that they're going to retain being close to you, man.
Yeah, I broke up with a friend, I think 3-4 years ago, that I had been a friend with for about 6 years.
The Golden Corral, I think there are still, I think there, at least last I was aware of one, there was still one near me, but, like, they've, at least the ones around here, they fell off hard, like, years ago. I would not go back to that place.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, not the same ever since the COVID.
I have a Chinese buffet I want to go to that I haven't been to yet, right next to it.
Yeah.
It's technically within walking distance, but it'd be like a 45-minute hour walk.
Yeah.
Walk the
Chinese
food
buffets
off,
are good.
Yeah.
Oh, Misty, what is a Hercudrome? Is that, like, something we can get yet, or is that, like, later?
That's a crab, isn't it?
It's a bug. That we need to
what
be
the
able to go
fuck?
to the volcano for those, I believe.
Okay,
Let me check to see if we've got that available.
that was like
Maybe,
a...
do you want to go for some bee food sometime? Maybe.
Oh, we do have it, but it's a harvest tool.
Okay. Well, I'll need to do
Last
that.
time I went to that breakfast food place, I fucking got sick for like 7 hours.
There are a
So-
few quests that go there, but nothing required. Ooh.
Lara Saber.
Let's see what's next. Okay, that'll be this
Go
one.
to the Hobbit place? What the fuck is the Hobbit place, man?
The Shire.
Oh, is that the place that Rachel goes? I was gonna say jokingly to get drunk, but she's never gotten drunk there. She just had like mimosa. Oh yeah. Okay, so you are talking about like the little house. I get you. There's a
Yeah.
house that like turned into like a little restaurant that does like
The food's not the best, but, like, it's decent.
yeah.
Is it cheap?
Yeah.
Imagine.
Oh, there was like a
Diner-
crazy-looking switch axe from Gormagala's set.
Diner food to me is always food that you can make at home. You just are too lazy to, so it's like fine if it's not like super good quality.
You know, I've got the best Mexican restaurant, but it's actually within more close walking distance than the Chinese. But it's just this shitty little hole in the wall restaurant. But the food is so good.
Always looking at like the nachos gringos on my local Mexican restaurant menu. I was like, I should order these, but I'm too
That's
afraid
pretty
of
much
saying
what
like
it is.
nachos gringo. The local Mexican man.
There's a
Nachos,
restaurant near me, and it's I don't want to say the name, but actually I will, because like there's probably hundreds of these. It's called El Mariachi's, and I used to go there so much with my old roommate that when we went there, because we would make a reservation, being like, hey, could we have a table, like the corner table, because we always like the table furthest away from everybody. And they'd be like, oh, is this so-and-so, because they recognized my fucking phone number. And I was like, yeah. And so when we went there, they had the drinks that we liked, and then she always got a cup of queso for her, I got a cup of queso for me for our chips, and then when we always ordered the same fucking thing, we never ordered anything differently, so they're like, you getting the usual? And it's like, yeah. And so like we'd be at the table maybe 5 minutes, and then our food would come out with the extra cup of queso for each food that we always had. Dude, we ate so much queso at that place, it was disgusting.
Oh, so much cheese.
And then when I found out that you can take the queso home, like you can order queso to go, I'm like, how much fucking queso am I allowed to take with me? And it's like a pint. You can take like a pint of queso home. And I'm like, you load that shit up.
I would do that every time I go there then. I love queso.
Oh yeah, it's disgusting. We would get
disgusting,
sick.
It's delicious.
It's so good. And then like the newest place that I've been doing that to, because now where I live, it's like an hour and 45 minutes away to go there, so I just don't go there anymore. There's a new sushi place that I go to, and I now know every waiter and waitress that works there, and they know me, and so when they see my email pop up when I make a reservation there, they give me the same table every time. It's like one of the same 2 tables.
I yearn to have that at a restaurant. I used to have that at a fucking restaurant the town over, where every time we would go, they would seat us on like one of the same 3 tables, and they would look at me and be like, "You want fucking pancakes and home fries?" And I'm like, "Damn fucking right."
I had like so you want your usual experience? Like one time, and I felt too afraid to go back again because I realized I was forming a habit of going there and ordering like a thing. It's like, wait, no, I need to stop this. I'm terrified. I don't want to be perceived. I don't want to be remembered. Not by the local mountain fauna.
Strictly in that way.
I had a usual order at my restaurant, and then they stopped serving that particular dish.
That sucks, man.
It sure does.
Them. Fucking, so I go there to the sushi place so much. So it's an all-you-can-eat sushi place. So you pay like, I think it's like $50, but you can eat as much sushi as you can fucking stomach. And it's not just sushi, it's also like teriyaki, it's like chicken fried rice. It's everything Japanese related.
Oh, and French fries, let's go, dude.
Sorry.
At one point, the guy that was my waiter at the time was like, oh hey, did you want to do the dinner menu? I'm like, what's the difference? And he's like, I know you, and so he like, let me show you what the dinner menu has, and he skipped all of the food options. He was like, you don't care about the food, and he gets to the dessert, and it was like 12 additional options from what they normally had, and I was like, you bet your fucking ass I want that dinner menu.
Also, Spanish knowers
the reason
gordita for shepherd.
Gordita is just like a fucking burrito.
There you go.
It's
a burrito.
With a taco in it.
Yeah, it's delicious. But the reason why I like this restaurant so much is because you don't have to talk to the wait staff. It's a screen, you order the stuff that you want, you hit call waiter, they walk over, press a button, and then a cat robot brings you the food. You don't have to really talk to people. Sometimes you do, because sometimes there will be a person that comes over, or they'll ask you like when you first sit down, they're like, hey, do you
the
need
actual
anything?
Japanese dining experience.
It's like, have you ever like been here before? Blah 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 blah. And if you're like, yep, been here before, whatever. So like when I go by myself, if I'm with like a person that they've like seen with me before, they usually just sit me down, go, you know what to do, give me the water, and like fuck off. You hardly ever have to fucking talk to them. It's fucking amazing. And like again, the little cat robots come by. They tell you like, hey, this is your food. It literally says like, hi, like. Table B4, please take your meal. And then you take your meal, and then you hit the button, and it goes, okay, thank you, bye. And then it purrs, and it like rolls away.
This is the most Rachel thing I've ever heard in my life. Holy
yeah,
shit.
no, and I love not talking to people. It's fucking amazing. And then I tip them a fuck ton, because it's like, you left me alone.
It sounds
You
like the
didn't
most
come in.
Rachel- It sounds like the most Rachel restaurant ever.
It's amazing.
I
so
will
good.
say that despite Rachel's aversion to dealing with staff a lot of the time, anytime that we go to like one of the restaurants that we would go to here, like she will just end up in a nice, pleasant conversation with the staff, and if it's like the same person that she recognizes or a woman that she thinks is like attractive, she'll be like, "Oh my god, your hair! Oh my god, this!" and blah blah blah. And it's like, alright.
I like telling women they're pretty. Women deserve to be told they're pretty. But I also, in the same front, tell men that I think they are handsome. And it always throws men off, because it's always old men.
Yeah, I will never forget the time that we were out for the fucking shop at the like Big and Tall store, and there was that one guy that was just hanging out outside, and you just were like, "I just want to let you know you're very handsome." And
More
he's like,
bleeding.
Thank
Crouch.
you.
Yeah, just crouch.
Am I? I did not
You're
recognize
being
that
chased by a
symbol.
crab.
Bleed to me should be a blood draw.
It's 3 gashes for some reason.
But yeah, she just was like, "Oh, I just want to let you know you're very handsome." He was like, "Thank you," and then just like looked over at me, confused.
I have gone the long way around.
He looked over at you and then saw that he is you in the future and kind of went, ah.
He was wearing the same hat and did also have a sweater, so like it was very similar. I don't think Rachel's been taken to any of the like Asian restaurants around here.
Is your hat
No,
a
because no.
black cat?
Yeah, it's like one of the newsboy hat kind of things.
Yeah, I figured. I think I've seen you in it before.
Yeah, Shepard started wearing them after, and I'm like, "You fucking stole my look," and it was like imaginary strangling him.
You've gone completely wrong direction.
Yeah, that's
get
generally
your
like the experience that you have in like a lot of Japanese restaurants. You walk in, you sit down, and then you buy shit at a menu, and you don't talk to anyone ever. Then you go to a bar and you pay for your shit and you leave.
Love that.
There was only like one place that I went to that was like a hole in the wall meant for like Japanese salarymen, and that was where I was too shy to say "Sumimasen, please take my order." But like the older Japanese dude next to me was like, "Dude, I got this," and he like waved over for the waiter for me because I didn't want to like get their attention myself, and that was cool. That was a cool experience.
Where is his tail in the other area?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I didn't get it.
See, I would have no problem with just Sumimasen, a guy. I would sit there and be like, Nihongo bad. Bad.
My
Not
Japanese
sugoi.
is weird. Like I think I have it good enough that if I say like a stock phrase or whatever, if like I go through like a greeting or whatnot with somebody, then they'll think that I'm good.
Oh,
I would
definitely got somebody with that because I did go to a yakiniku place, and there was a guy that was waiting at the front to like guide me to a seat, and I pointed over to a seat that was already open because he was like trying to take me further back into the restaurant to hide this fucking whitey out here, and I said, "Let's talk about Eagle," and he's like, "Okay, all right." And he just started firing off in rapid fire Japanese because I guess he just assumed that I knew. It's like, "Oh, sumimasen."
Yeah, see, I would play the opposite, where I would definitely own the Gaijin card to get treated better. But I will speak to them like a person speaking in a Japanese anime circa like 2005. So I would just no inflection, just completely straight, just play it off and just be like, yeah, this will get them to at least baby me. I have no problem with social engineering that shit.
I have a friend who lived in Japan for like 6 months, and for school, and she was like living in Japan is not experience. But it's especially odd if you are a person of color, because she had like the big natural like afro,
Oh, yeah,
because she's like, I'm
everybody's
not
gonna
gonna be able to
touching it.
find someone who can do fucking box braids in Japan. So she let her hair get really big and curly, and she's like, you just kind of have to get used to people like coming up and petting your head.
Yeah, I've heard
I'm like,
that.
the way I would
weird.
become violent.
Japan's weird for that shit. Yo.
But it's funny because she's like, if you are a black woman, right? They think you're beautiful. They ask you questions. She got like a lot of people being like, I have a son, blah blah blah. She's like, but my brother, who was also in the same program, people were terrified of him and never approached him because he's a black man. And I'm like, that seems so sad.
Well, there's a really interesting separate racism than the usual, where Japan has a really high rate for some reason of like dudes from Nigeria going there for work. And like half of those dudes that go there work at like these sketch ass, like dank little clubs that are like hole in the wall, but they're all like scams. So like they get you in there, and then like the second that they have your shit, they're like, yeah, you want this, and then big price, and then like, we're not gonna let you go unless you pay. Like, you entered, this is the entrance fee, etc. And so it's like, there's a whole nother layer to that, and that's one of the reasons why when you go, they're like, yeah, if like a big black guy tries to invite you to his club, do not follow him. It's not that we're being racist to them for that. It's like a lot of these places are scams. Although there is also the racism of they're just black people.
Well, yeah.
You know, take it as you will. Like, there are Japanese people that will just be awful for that, too. But I mean, like, one of the guys I used to follow on YouTube was a white dude that was working in Japan and lived there for years and years and years. And he remembered a story where one time he was, like, sleeping on the train, and then he heard, like, foot stomping, woke up, and he woke up just in time to see, like, a drunk old Japanese man trying to kick him in the face.
Oh my god.
And he was just yelling, like, racist shit at him for being white, so... I mean, it's there. It's gonna be less in the younger generations, because the younger generations don't even care if you're a secret Korean.
Racism is a lot of it is old.
It's human history, man. And everybody's gonna be racist for weird, different reasons.
I try not to be racist, but I have like preconceptions I need to stop.
Everybody has prejudices.
Everyone
like,
does. That's sadly just a survival thing.
I saw
Like,
fucking black people posting about how they don't like that white people go shit at work on Twitter. They're just like, I feel like just white people just come to work just to shit, and they never wash their hands, and it always smells really bad. I'm like, one, it's shit. It's always gonna smell really bad. I hate to tell you this, everybody's shit smells really bad. Two, I don't shit at work. I couldn't. I literally could not make my body do it. I could not do it.
Nah.
However,
I purposely hold my morning shit, and it's like, I'm doing this on the clock. I don't give a fuck.
I was going to say, that is the thing, is like, for most people out there, you're getting paid to shit.
Yep.
So you're gonna do it.
I hold that morning
Someone
shit.
say
It's
secret
like, y'all are
Koreans.
paying me.
I did say secret Koreans.
Why don't you work from home? How can you not shit in your own
No,
desk?
like in physical, like, job sites.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Also, it's never been an issue because I have the years of experience holding my battle weapons. Holy crap, you're huge, dude.
Yeah, Gameth
No,
he's a massive.
She, whatever. Dude is
Gameth's
gender neutral in my
female.
mind. Even though there is dudette.
No,
All gammas are female,
dude is the
except
only
for
word
the
that
deviants.
exists.
Those are
Dudette
the
does not.
males.
Dudette's not real. Like, dude is in fact gender neutral or gender sensitive.
Here's my
so
thing.
shit.
Dude is like when you see man in like old legal documents. It's like, you know, they meant everybody, but somebody out there's gonna go like, it's a guy one.
Yeah, it's generally gender inclusive.
I've tried to mount it, but it was in the mountains, so I couldn't.
It went in the mountain.
Yeah, you
Did
went
somebody
to the
say
mountain.
a mountain?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Someone said a mountain?
His spiritual pressure.
That its roar is kind of like the old spiritual.
Like if you say that person over there is a dude, then that's masculine. What's up, dude? Gender neutral.
Yep.
Yep.
It's like saying, what's up, guys? Like, not everybody needs to be a guy, but that guy over there is a guy.
Ever met a single person in your life that hated just like being called a dude? I know one person.
I know one person that got mad at me for saying guy.
She is a very, very incredibly girly girl, and she just hates being called dude. Because she just really likes being a girl.
It's just an identifier thing where they're like, don't lump me in with that shit.
No, just if you just like sorry dude, if you like say sorry dude to her, she gets upset because she does not want to be dude, like at all.
See, what you do is you say sorry dude, and they go, don't call me that, and you're like, all right, bruh.
She hates that even more.
That's why you do it.
Not even bruh.
Yeah.
I am a firm believer that bitch is also gender neutral depending on.
Yeah, of course.
Because like when I talk to John, Little John at work, there's Big John, there's Little John. There's Big John, there's Little John. And now there's White John, but we just call him John. Because Big John and Little John are both black. And so we're like, that's White John over there.
How little is Little John compared to Big John?
There's like a 1.5 foot difference.
Wow, okay.
Big John's like 6'8".
Jesus Christ.
So
it's like an average-sized human and a giant.
Yeah, but now that I'm talking to Little John, because he sits kind of right beside me, he's like roughly my age, maybe a little younger, and he fucking hates like corporate America. And like, now and then we'll start talking about shit, and I'll just be like, bitch, and then I'll put in brackets gender neutral, like verbally, I'll be like gender neutral. And then he looks at me and he's just like, that's pretty funny. Or like, at one point I went, dude, or I called him sir. I was like, sir, and he's like, how dare you assume my gender? And I stared, I'm like, it says like he, him on your badge. And he's like, ah, fuck, you're right. So.
Us literally doing the thing to prevent people from misgendering. How dare you assume?
I think if pronouns were put onto like name badges, I think like the mountain would just have like a gigantic fucking stroke.
Oh yeah, there's certain areas of the world.
You live in like the South, don't you?
Yeah, I live in an unfortunate South. I know that it's hard to tell from my accent, considering how I get mistaken for a Canadian on an almost fucking daily basis.
Spend too much time around them now.
Now I have like an actual Canadian to blame all my problems on. Let's go, dude.
Too. Not that you ever like on our call Shepherd, but you have Shepherd as well.
Also true. But if I ever pick up any sort of like linguistic problems from Shepherd, I think I have more problems than just having a Canadian.
If you start talking like Shepherd talks, Stilfin, I want you to know that I will never ever play games with you ever again.
Fair enough.
I care deeply for Shepherd just due to his approximate, like, his friendship with everyone else, but sometimes, Shepherd, you do make me want to actually bash your head against the floor.
In fairness, I have bashed his head against the floor.
And I say that in brackets with love.
Shepherd
It was kind of hard reading the chat, Shepherd says in the chat.
Like, I think he needs glasses.
I think he needs glasses for the last, like, 10 years.
I just saw like the one part was like it's hard to read my own messages, says the Shepherd. That's how
I think he just doesn't get them.
Shepherd, do you know what you could do instead of going out to fucking eat all the time and buying beer and buying stupid things and getting your money away? You could get yourself some fucking goddamn glasses, you absolute buffoon of a man.
If you really don't want the glasses look, you could go with contacts, but those are annoying.
I can never master contacts.
Wow,
yeah, my sister wears contacts.
One of the people that
also,
I know
for
that
those
has,
who think I'm too mean to
contacts
Shepherd,
just
I
goes to
thrive
sleep.
on being mean to Shepherd.
Yeah, that's why I don't say anything, because I think you need to. It powers you.
Someone needs to be mean to this man.
She said I had good vision and didn't need glasses. Dude, if you can't read the chat, you need some form of corrective lenses. If I take off my glasses, I also have trouble reading the chat.
Shepard,
Like,
there
I
were
can
times
squint
when
and I
I
can
was
see it.
driving and you were asking about what a
Question
sign
marks.
said.
I tried to type something on my Japanese keyboard that I have because I have my Switch set to Japanese language. Like,
That's very good.
I had to do that to
Alright.
buy this game when it was only.
Give you ulcers!
how
Wait,
does
what'd
the
you say?
ulcer eye happen? And also, are there pictures? I'm morbidly curious now. I have a
was
body
that missing?
horror fascination with the idea of eye ulcers.
I had to set my Switch to Japanese, or at least one of the accounts on it, because I bought this game in Japanese before it got an English port. Because it took like a
pretty
year
good,
to get an English port of it. So I just played it in Japanese. 'Cause I could-
I'm confused because the optometrist said I had no signs of glaucoma or anything. That's not the same thing as having astigmatism!
No signs of glaucoma doesn't... Shepard, I have no signs of glaucoma, but I need fucking glasses, you idiot!
Same here.
I would assume, like, if
Shepard said,
needed
I'm
glasses, they
farsighted.
would've told him
That means he needs glasses.
Yeah, but Shepard, how... Shepard, how long ago did you do this, honey?
You also
How
do,
long ago?
like, it should be a yearly appointment at least.
Yes,
Sweetie.
you should be going
I've not
yearly
been to
unless
the
you're
doctor
like
in
me.
a few years. Yeah.
Tilt is still with
Sweetie,
us, yeah.
no.
Tilf
There's
is
no
rapidly
way.
fading, though.
You went in the last 2 weeks?
This will have to be my last quest, by the way.
That's fair.
Shepard,
am
I don't
getting
believe...
For the trial.
I don't believe that optometrist, and I highly recommend that you should go to, I don't know, one that's not for a weird scientifical critical trial.
Scientifical.
Oh lord, what is Shepard doing? Not putting on the thigh highs. That's for damn sure.
Thank
Being
God.
Shepard.
It's for the clinical
Again,
trial, Shepard.
I'm-
Put on the thigh highs.
It's true. Yeah, that,
I should
You heard-
buy
you
some
heard
thigh
Kelvin.
eyes.
Also, like, no offense, if it's not, like, I feel like they probably were like, hey, if it's not within, like, this brand, like, this measurement of eye fuckery, because they're probably only looking for
True.
specific, like,
true.
issues.
That's why you should put them on. It could be.
But yeah, I'm just saying, if you're having trouble reading a screen from that distance away, it is probably a good idea to look into it.
If
It
you
could
cannot
be
count
also
the individual
something-
leaves off of a tree from another mountain, then wrong.
It could also just mean that you need, like, the blue light glasses or something.
It could also potentially not be eye related, but like dyslexia or something like that.
True.
He probably does have a bit of dyslexia.
I would not be shocked
Have
to
you
find
heard
out
how
that
he
Shepard
reads?
has
Yeah.
some form of, like, you know, cognitive issue in terms of that.
I mean, you can
Yeah.
just say you hit his head against the floor once, and you have told me many
He
stories
has hit
about
his head
different
many
times
times.
Shepard has had his head hit.
Yeah, the ice slide notwithstanding, he's had his head hit quite a bit.
I mean, hey, I'm not
Not
saying the
my
optometrist is wrong, Shepard. I'm just saying, like, if you have trouble seeing on a screen,
Hey, and guess what? Do you want to know who can help you determine if that is an issue? Like, maybe you're dyslexic or something? A doctor! Oh!
yeah, the ice slide portal is taking me.
Is are eye doctors covered under the magnanimous Canadian healthcare system?
Not completely, no. You
Yeah.
usually still have to get eye benefits through work. But
Shepard now has a
honestly-
job.
Honestly, even then, like, they're not. It's not the worst. Like, it's expensive, but it's still not that bad. You could easily get some cheap glasses.
God damn it, I missed.
Whenever I was in Japan,
This-
I
this
should have
visit
gone for like
was
the
for him because
experience
he's-
of getting eyeglasses. Because I know that like getting glasses in Japan is like painless and super easy and like $20.
You can
I
get them
want
within 24 hours.
Yeah, you can actually get them in like
Japan.
3 hours in Japan.
My dad had
This
lazy.
thing
it-
fucking rules.
Fucking
I would not
crazy.
get LASIK unless I had it. Like, if they're like, this will repair your eyesight for like another 20 years, sure. But like, right now, no, I'm fine. I would still wear glasses cosmetically anyways.
I have no.
You just wear fake ones.
Yeah, like that fucking scene in Fooly Cooley where they put the fingers through them.
I need to watch Fooly Cooley at some point.
Only the first one. You don't need to watch anything else.
There's only the first Fooly Cooley.
Yep. No, that's like accurate. Do not watch the rest. They're not that good.
But the
And
first
so,
one
in
was
some
great.
cases, they're actually bad.
That first one's really good, though.
Oh, yeah. I gotta watch the new Gundam.
Big Q.
Yeah,
episode.
G-Cuts.
G-Cuts. Yeah, I'll get to that probably somewhere. I am bubbled.
Fucking Kojima's watching it. He's tweeting about it.
But he's gonna make a Gundam game.
I love it whenever Oof gets
He
it
did.
done.
That's called
Wait, no,
Zone
it
of
was Zone of the
Enders.
Enders, right? Yeah. No, he did that shit. How do I not be bubbles?
Just
there we
run
go.
around. You're not allowed to play the video game for a little bit. You're put in gay baby jail.
Yeah.
People are like, bro, get colorblind laser eye surgery. I don't think seeing color is that important. Like, is it nice? Would it be a benefit to? Yeah. But is it like that necessary? No. You've lived this
That's a
long
luxury, Shepard, that you can buy yourself if you ever make a fuck ton of money.
I also just I don't know, like laser stuff like LASIK. I kind of read something that, like there's shit that can go wrong with LASIK.
Yeah, well, there's shit that can go wrong with any eye surgery.
There's like a 1% chance to fuck up your eyes permanently.
And they can still deteriorate again after the repairs.
Isn't
That's like
is this
sitting
guy
there and
in
being
like
I won't get hip
Rise?
surgery.
This guy in Rise, yeah.
Remember that Shepherd pasta?
Is this guy in Rise? Because I feel like I've
Yes,
seen
he
this
is
guy.
in
I
Rise.
haven't.
This thing is in Rise.
It's too
Yeah.
Japanese to not be in Rise.
It originated in Generations, though.
Well,
Big fan of Soap Fox Dragon.
yeah, I like this guy.
The bane of Smash players everywhere.
This this is one of what they were called in Generations as the Fated Four. This, the Mammoth we fought, the Astalos, and the Glavenus.
Oh, dude, there's plot going on here.
Why
Yeah,
were
a
they
little
the
bit.
Fated Four?
I did not read the story because I didn't care.
Well,
You can't make me care. I'm here to fight monsters, not to fight their childhood trauma. Like, it's just like the "Show me your genital" song, but it's like "Show me your monsters."
Yeah, the only story I had liked out of a Monster Hunter game was 4 Ultimate.
I came here to
I will
believe that's what we
say,
need.
from what I've heard about Rise, and from what I've heard about Wilds, I at least moderately care about the story in those directions. But that's, I understand that I am an underlier where I'm like, I'm an outlier on these things. I want story to be big and cool. Ah! But I understand that that's not what most people want. However, I do stand by my please just put my friends in the background. Please let me just have them in the cutscene, for fuck's sake. Or just make it so that way they deload. Like, Jesus Christ, it's fine. It's completely fine. Shut the fuck up.
Doing this on purpose.
For the grand vast majority of video games, I just super don't give a shit about story. 'Cause I think I've explained. I've like
What?
compared it to like the story
I
of a
pressed the
video
button
game is
and
kind
it
of like a
opened up the
story in a
wrong thing.
pornography.
Did you push ZR by accident?
No!
Did you press
That's the
B
really
by accident?
confusing part.
Because B also just immediately throws you off.
Also, no.
Okay,
No,
I think it might just be my controller going bad.
stick it back in time.
weird.
I hope I do too.
It's not that far of a run.
Yeah,
Yeah, I should be good.
At the last visit to the research place, they paid me $100 to take pictures of my skin. I mean, that's what they should be doing, yeah?
Oh, sometimes it just
Yeah,
throws
but
you off.
If
You
you're
got it.
studying your skin, that's
Sometimes
Yeah,
it
but
just does that.
Tilton, have you ever played Marathon?
I have played like the first couple of levels of Marathon.
The original Marathon or the new Marathon?
Original,
Well, the new
because the
Marathon
new
doesn't have
Marathon isn't
anything
even
yet,
out
is it?
yet. It's just like not even a closed beta yet.
Yeah,
Like
I know
only
it's
the
not out yet.
closed beta invitational hasn't gone out yet.
The old
Like
Marathons
I
are
know
Doom-like,
people that have been
right?
sent those codes.
Yeah, they're like Dune eras. They were like pioneering shit.
Yeah.
Especially like particularly I ask because like they like pioneered shit in story for FPS. Like they're doing shit that you wouldn't expect to see for like another 10 years.
Yep.
Especially
That's-
in particular Infinity, which
That's how you
I do
could,
need to play, but like I watched the Mandalore videos on them.
That's how you could tell Halo was going to be big when it happened.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's also the thing is like a lot of Marathon stuff gets like recycled or reused into Halo.
Bungie has a couple of story conceits that they just love. And one of those is like crazy AI. And space magic.
Make them have to pay for American healthcare. Oh, I kind of
No?
no.
Oh, I was
Like I have these things that I don't want to wish upon my worst enemies, and I think having to pay for healthcare in the same way that Americans do is one of them.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
stupid.
I think to
It-
pay
it's-
for a two.
It's
For
not
a
even like a correct
$2,000
kind of misery. It's just kind of like fucking.
It's just misery.
It's,
My ambulance ride that took me 0.2 miles down the road cost me $2,000. I'm still paying it off
Oh, that sucks.
Like, that's crazy.
because my insurance didn't want to cover it because, and I quote, it was just a kidney stone you could have driven yourself.
Do they don't understand pain.
Oh, they sure
Well,
don't. They
Rachel
don't care.
did, like, almost pass out, so...
I did.
Yo,
I
that's
threw up a
fucking
lot
sick.
too because of the pain. Do you know you throw up when you're in a lot of pain?
Yeah,
Yes,
it
this
can-
is
it
part
can
of the
trigger it.
reason getting kicked in the balls makes you throw up. Sometimes.
Dude, it was awful. That nurse, when I told her when she first started giving me shit, she was like, "Have you ever had morphine?" And I was like, "No, ma'am." And she's like, "You press this button." And I pressed that button. Oh, that was heaven.
Cheap viewers.
I hope you don't get
Oh,
heroin.
Super bands.
Liquid
oh,
spoon.
were they like auto banned? Because I don't see them on the chair chat.
No,
Wait.
it only shows it. It's like it'll flag them so that only like Noid and mods can see it.
Yeah.
I
just wasn't looking
I
at
have a
chat.
high pain tolerance, but that was rough. And then that night when I was trying to sleep, I couldn't. And this little Filipino old nurse lady was like, "You want to go to bed?" I was like, "Yes, ma'am." More than anything, she was like, "I'm gonna give you some stuff." And she had like 7 vials that she put into my IV, and I'm like, "What are those?" She's like, "Don't ask questions you don't want answers to." And then I don't remember anything else.
Jeez, I hope you have both of your kids.
I remember waking up and going, "Oh, that was the best sleep I've ever had in my entire life." Because she's the one who woke me up to prep me for my surgery. She's like, "How you feeling?" I'm like, "That was a good nap." She's like, "I wasn't a nap, honey. You slept for 10 hours."
Oof.
I was like, "Okay." She's like, "And we heard you snoring down the hall." And I'm like, "I'm so sorry."
I was gonna say I'm going to be in a medical thing because I'm adopted in the closed adoption and I don't know any of my medical history. They're going to check my blood and kind of like, you know, how those places take your blood and look for your ancestry like that. But since it's medical, it's all confidential, so I feel
Yeah.
a lot better about doing it. So
Yeah.
they're gonna do, because I would like to have some medical history on, you know, stuff to give them in case I've got like predisposition to cancer or something. I'd like to know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do
I
that.
had to immediately tell my doctor when my mom had cancer because, like, even though she doesn't have the markers for like it being genetic, the fact that she had breast cancer and then my grandma had breast cancer and then my aunt had breast cancer, I'm like, you know,
And I'll be getting
Fucking
paid for it. It's like a clinical trial thing too. So
Yo.
yeah. Wait, is that gonna go against your disability at all?
no, we checked. It will be fine.
Okay.
So that's going to be nice. It's a little bit of extra cash, and I'll get some information I can use.
Hell yeah, I hope nothing bad comes out of it.
I need to update my information with my local plasma dealer. Because I did get set. I did donate plasma like twice, but then like the second time I was like damn near freezing underneath an air conditioning unit, and it was kind of like a gigantic miserable experience, and I just hadn't gone since. But like I feel bad driving past a plasma donation center that I sometimes have to go by now and then because of work. Like, hey, you know what? I should just drop in once a week and get like a fucking $50 bill for saving some.
Will they pay you?
Patient. Yeah, you get paid for donating plasma.
For that stuff, yeah.
Shit.
They don't do that up. You had actually you knew about that before because you were considering doing that.
I don't recall.
Yeah, you had asked me.
No, I was considering donating my eggs because it's like I can't.
No,
fucking
you
use
were
them.
considering plasma. We discussed plasma.
Oh.
You can do both. Get more money.
No, I can't. I'm over the weight limit for donate. So you have to be over 110 pounds, but not over 200 pounds in order to donate your eggs. And you also can't have any ovarian, cyst, or ovary issues going on, which I have both. So I can't.
Yeah.
You also have to like pass like at least here in New York State, you have to pass like a screening, like a mental screening. So if you have like any sort of depression or anything or anxiety, apparently you're not allowed to.
Yeah,
So the fact that I'm on antidepressants, they're like, no.
That'd probably disqualify me. I might
Like we don't want you to.
Oh, there's one other thing I wanted to mention. I might be selected for jury duty, but I might also be exempt because of my mental condition. But I'm not.
Hey.
Sure. So
I don't know, dude. Jury duty's fun.
Well, I'll let you know what. I had to fill out a form online, and they'll send me another letter saying yes or no.
That for you. I don't get paid for it though, which kind of sucks. Oh, you kind of do.
You get a little bit of it. Well, it'd be more than I'm making now, which is nothing.
Yeah, it's like you get a little bit of money.
That's crazy.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna take off for bed. I'm about to pass out, really.
Good night.
Good night. Had fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Yippee.
So, you still want to continue, or are you good?
I got it.
I'm gonna. I already exited. I'm
enough.
getting kind of tired as well, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, I gotta get up before the sun tomorrow.
Understandable then.
Yeah, thankfully I don't have to should not have to work too hard tomorrow. I ought to be able to get some stuff done. But yeah, otherwise I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta stop looking at bunny girl art.
That's fair.
I'm weak. Yeah.
I'm weak.
All right. Yeah. Good night.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Really do. I guess I can. I guess I can at Faye. See if I can still play with her on Wednesday. That maybe she's not upset with me going with the bag team and playing a video game. But yeah. That's it.